Yes.
Oh, shit.
All right, people. We are zipping the Mick here to talk about sports and shit. Week 6 episode. And just like Scoutmaster Terry used to say, hold on, this one might hurt a little bit. Jimmy, we've got so much to talk about.
Oh, my God. It was a crazy week.
I mean, we have to go a little bit more depth into college football this week, and then we still got the NFL to get to.
Mhm.
So, I mean, welcome back, for our 6th fucking episode.
Hey.
Awesome. And before we get deep into anything else, the NHL, thank you very much, is alive and kicking again. Got my Hanson brothers up here from the Charleston Chiefs. I met them. That says to John Old Time Hockey, and then they all signed it, Dave. And only one of them is named Hanson. It's this one right here, Dave. And these two are the only brothers. And then Steve. Yeah. Anyway, I met them in the late 90s. Anyway, so hockey's back.
Yes,
so
it is.
I'm representing my Chicago Blackhawks. This jersey given to me by my brother,
Come on.
the great Bobby Hull.
All right.
Even though my Blackhawks went ahead and lost last night, opening night on the road to the Utah Hockey Club, which is not really an expansion team. It's a team that moved. And I just want to tap a little bit into this, that I think that whole, just like the Washington Commanders, Washington Football Club, it's a money grab.
Yeah.
You've had plenty of time to come up with a team name. You guys own the fucking team. Just give it a fucking name. But instead, they're like, look, we can make twice as amount of money if we just go ahead and be like, well, we're going to put out Utah Hockey Club. And then when we finally come up with whatever, everyone's probably already agreed. I don't know. I haven't been paying that close attention, because then they get to resell new jerseys.
And that's what it is, man.
And new merch. And it's just, I don't know, man. It seems like such a fucking just out of your mind fucking scam, just right in front of your eyes, and everyone's still gonna fall for it.
It's a business. It's a business, man.
Because even I think, like, dude, well, I want a Utah Hockey Club jersey because that team's going away.
Same thing happened with the Commanders. When you're talking about, man, like people were trying to figure out what they're going to do. Like, it was the same thing. It was a football team, man.
But I think just like everything else in Washington, they didn't listen to the people, because I've never met any Washington fan or former Redskins fan that is a fan of the Commanders name.
It just don't feel right, man.
Have you met anyone that is okay with that name?
It's just no.
So how the fuck do they come up with that? I don't get it.
With so many other options, I would have did fucking the Hogs, Washington Hogs,
right? Fucking
because pigs, you already got the pigs, you know, like, or something like that, like something of the nature that would continue the legacy of the name that's already there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just a money grab. What you're talking about, man. That's all that is, man. It's a money grab.
I want to start out with that, and then that's all I got, Jimmy. First topic's on you. Hit me with something. Let's go.
Man, let's talk about this. Since we're talking going straight college, let's talk about college, man.
Okay. College football.
Let's talk about how the whole playoff picture changed in one day. Like, it's good for you being that you're a fan of the team behind you, man. You had a good weekend, man. You had a good weekend.
And we didn't even play.
Yeah, you had a good weekend.
But okay, I mean, look, let's take a look at who lost. Okay, we got number 1 lost, number 4 lost.
Yep.
Number 9, and we're just talking top 15.
Like 11.
I got 10 and 11. Yeah. And that is Bama, Tennessee, Missouri, Michigan, USC, in that order.
Yeah, it's crazy.
However, I do believe an honorable mention should be given to Miami. They are a fraud. They pulled it out of their ass to beat a California team that they should have, Miami should have lost the previous week in West Virginia. We talked about that.
Well, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, you good, man? You
About to
good?
piss
Yeah.
off a bunch of hillbillies.
I was like, wrong side of Virginia.
Yeah.
Don't put that on
I had
Virginia.
both sides
Don't
pissed off,
don't put
dude.
that on that part of Virginia. That's
Yeah, I
what they
had the
said.
low ones and the high ones.
Yeah. But no,
But so,
man, like you're right.
but fuck. Miami should have lost. I think Miami's gonna stay or even climb, which they shouldn't, and it's gonna make things easier for whoever they end up playing later on. I don't know their schedule. I really don't give a fuck.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, dude, that whole just those alone is gonna shake things up to the point where it almost makes me think that because of the new playoff structure, the way it's set up, that maybe these losses aren't as bad as because we're used to once a team loses, you're fucked. Remember that? You're
Yeah.
fucked. But with this new playoff system,
So you got
as long as these teams are winning they're not their divisions, it's pretty much what it is,
yeah,
their
the
conferences,
conference.
they're gonna if and it's a power five, they're gonna see a playoff
Mhm.
spot. So, I mean, if you take, yeah, that loss to Vandy hurts Alabama, but does it really hurt them as bad as it would have been in the
No,
old system?
because Alabama could lose 2 games and go and make it to the playoffs, man. That's Alabama's going to stay like, dude, they're going to stay consistent. Why? Because even though Saban is gone, they're still Bama, so they still make money. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, you got to have them in the playoffs. I mean, we've seen it before, like Bama, Florida State. Come on, man, we've seen this before. Like, 2
Florida
losses.
State's done this
But yeah,
year.
but like that's totally different subject. But what I'm saying,
That was
it'd be
them shooting
relevant,
themselves
man.
in the foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the crazy part about that whole Alabama, like Miami game, is that Miami was actually like behind 23 points at one time. They never took the lead in the whole fucking game. Like
Till the
that's the
end.
yeah, till the
To the game winning drive, wasn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I just saw the score and saw that they came back. But
Oh, they came back. They came back. They
yeah.
yeah, they came because like I said, they were down by 23
But
points at one time, man.
they came back against a non-ranked
Mhm.
California defense. You know, why are we building that up to be anything more than
It's
that?
not. But
You
what I
shouldn't have been that far behind in
huh?
the first place.
Huh? But I called it, man. I told you we did that text, and I told you. I said that defense is nice, man. They just got tired. That defense is nice, man. They got a solid defense, especially that linebacker. What is it, Uvalde? I can't even say his name. Like
Don't ask me to. I can't do it.
he's a white middle linebacker, outside linebacker,
Mm,
man. Like
okay.
he's nasty. Like that kid's nasty. And yeah, man. Like I just don't understand it, man. Like I believe that, like you, Miami's a fraud, man. Like they're a fucking
So
fraud. They are in every word. So
so out of those losses, who do you think that their losses probably hits the team the worst?
that's a good question, man. Because I really don't think I really don't. It's to me, I feel that what's going to happen is that all these teams that lost, the majority of them are the ones at top 11 that we're talking about. We're not talking about anybody, but the top 11. I think they still have an opportunity, being that it's a playoff system now. Like they still got an opportunity to make it. They just got to win. It's like which one of y'all going to lose 2 to 3 games? I think
Yeah.
they're all going to still because like the new playoff system, man. They're all going to be in.
It
But
almost feels like it kind of went back to the way the BCS was, where as
mhm,
long as you won your Power Five conference, you were in.
that's it. That's how
And
I feel it's going to
and
be.
it was different than the way that there was the Big Eight then,
Mhm,
and so it changes a little bit. But also, that's kind of what it feels like. It's kind of what it felt like, and of course, you know, Notre Dame, and I want to go on record
yeah.
again that as of this year, the way the new playoff system is set up, I do believe that Notre Dame needs to join a conference. And anyone that they do join, they're gonna receive so much shit for, because it is Notre Dame. But the way it's set up now, it's pretty the deck is stacked a little
Mhm.
bit against them.
It's going to be so much more difficult, no
Yeah.
question.
You know,
Yeah.
and the whole thing was tradition, and I get
Mhm,
that. They never needed conference money. They don't need to. They're a private fucking college. They stand on their own.
mhm.
Um, so them joining the conference money wise never made sense.
Gotcha.
It does make sense for some of these other schools, but they do bring a whole lot of money to a conference. So if they do join, which they should, it's gonna change things up, and I think they're gonna do that within the next couple of years.
I think in all honesty, man, the reason why they stayed and done what they've done, it benefits them, man, because they can pick whatever games they want to play to make sure, like playing tees, like most teams will have to play within a certain diameter. You know what I mean? Like they got the opportunity where they could fucking play pretty much outside because they have no conference, so they could play whoever the fuck they want to play on their schedule, as
But
long
their
as they accept
schedules
it.
are set years in
Yeah,
advance,
yeah.
Jimmy. People used to play that card against me all the time as a Notre Dame fan. They're like, your schedule's weak. Like, motherfucker, the schedule was set up years ago. And then
It
they would
is. They were
have,
just talking about that.
and then Notre Dame would have schedules where they would end up playing, not, and I say end up, but at the end of the year, some of the non-ranked teams that they played ended up being ranked teams, and I think that didn't get factored in. But there were times that Notre Dame had very strong schedules, and other, big conference teams had weak schedules, and it sometimes it just doesn't line up. And it, like I said, these schedules are planned years out, so there's no telling how good that next recruiting class
No,
may
but like
be.
the schedule that they make, they play powerhouse teams at least 2 to 3 a year. Like Notre Dame always do, man.
Yeah,
They play ranked teams, and it's
they
because they come out even those years out. They pick the powerhouses. They don't
dude,
run from it. That's the thing I'm trying to say about Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's biggest rivalries were Michigan, USC, two of the winningest fucking
I'm
teams.
saying, man,
And if you ask OU fans, they'll
because
say
you
it's
have
a
to stay
rivalry. I
relevant.
don't think it is, because Notre Dame spanks the
Yeah.
shit out of OU. But I mean, OU's a winning fucking program. So I mean, you could count them in top 6,
Mhm,
8, 9, 10, I guess, of great fucking conferences, and they have rivalries against this school.
mhm.
Name another college that does that. I
They
mean,
don't.
they don't,
They don't.
because their
Teams
schedule.
don't. That's the things, man. Like you look at these schedules, teams don't play anybody. They go for the weakest conference. They go for the weakest teams. Look at Alabama, man.
Look who they all start with. Look at the first
Look
two
who they
weeks of
play.
any.
North Dakota, like North Dakota State, like they play people that that don't amount to anything. And that's why I'm saying why I felt that Notre Dame did what they did was mainly because they were able years in advance to get powerhouses because they knew that this is the formula they need to run for a championship.
Do you think now that they can afford, and I say afford because of the new playoff system,
Hmm.
because they would these big schools would schedule these, like, Middle Tennessee State
Hmm.
Tech, the first week, just to beat the hell out of them. And just like the Michigan curse against Appalachian
Yeah.
State, when that happened, the biggest thing was they paid us to come there and beat them. And I think that amount of money is probably going to go down now. Like, we're not going to pay these schools as much anymore, because if they beat these big name schools, I don't think it's really that big of an impact anymore, especially at the beginning of the damn season.
No facts. Like there's no fact. I feel that if Notre Dame, man, was to pick a conference, the smartest decision would be ACC.
Yep, I was just about to
All
call
day.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
all day.
Yeah.
ACC.
Why not?
Because
Your biggest Clemson's your
Clemson,
biggest,
yeah,
and they
like,
got a stupid ass coach name.
mm, yeah,
Fucking Dabo.
yeah,
Why don't you go do some
well,
dabs?
but
Oh,
no, that'd
I
be the
don't
best.
know.
That'd be the
Fucking
best thing for them to
yeah.
do as a school. But I think, like I said, man, like we're getting off topic, but like seriously, like Notre Dame, like this opened up your playoff run, man. Because
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, when you lost to Northern Illinois, I was like, man,
Dude,
y'all done. I was like, y'all done. And then this
because
happened, and I'm like,
that's all it
everything's
takes for
open.
Notre Dame anymore. That's
Everything's open.
all these teams losing like they
Hmm.
did open that fucking door for Notre Dame.
Hmm.
If Notre Dame had just taken that loss like they did, that was it. They're still playing on the old system.
Hmm.
They get one loss, they're fucked, because they can't win their conference. So they could get jumped by anyone else who goes undefeated. You see, and go into fifth and
no,
just
but
not
that's what I'm
make.
saying. That's why they have to join. They have to join
Yeah.
the conference, man. But I think like the crazy thing in the next 2 to 3 weeks, like Notre Dame, like playing field is going to open up even wider because you got Ohio State playing Oregon.
Yeah.
Top 5 teams, 2 top 5 teams. You
They
got
might beat each other
Texas.
up.
You have Texas playing Ohio State. Like you got some
No,
big
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Texas,
You got
yeah.
you got some big games coming up, man. Like you got
Mhm.
some serious big games up, and it's gonna open everything up. And we'll get to that like fucking in a little bit. Like talking about our top picks right now. I don't believe in that college ranking system, but we're gonna talk about that in a little bit, man. But like I don't believe in that shit. Like
All right. What do you want to talk about? Let's finish what.
So we're talking about the Miami game.
Yeah.
And so we got to talk about that Alabama game, man. We have to talk about the first time ever. Vandy. You know how happy I was. First
Do you
time
see what
ever.
they did with those goalposts?
Top 5. Why wouldn't you, man? Top 5 team ever.
They
Since the Boilermakers been there, man. They never beat a top 5 team.
They're not the Boilermakers. That's Purdue.
Oh, I don't know why I said Boilermakers.
Vanderbilt's who the fuck are the Vanderbilts? Wait, they're the.
What the fuck
I think no, it's not Trains. I'm still thinking Purdue too. Why do I got Purdue? They're like Knights. No. Vanderbilt was a rich ass family, one of the founding families of.
Yeah, I know who the Vanderbilts are.
Yeah,
I don't know
and
what
that's
their
who the
mascot
school's
is.
named after, Jimmy. That's who the school's.
Yeah, but what's their mascot? Like you got the Boilermakers, you got the Cavaliers.
That's Purdue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what's their mascot? I'm about to find out.
Do you want me to look it up?
No, I'm looking at.
Okay,
I'm checking it out.
I'll talk.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about that Vandy game.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it,
no. Dude? I don't know. I don't know what game was I watching. Oh, what I was watching. We'll get to him in a minute. Yeah, but no, I didn't watch the game. I saw the fucking score, and I was
there's a lot of things I want to talk about that Alabama game. Like number one, Nick Saban ain't there, and I'm not a big Nick Saban fan. I fucking almost wholeheartedly like,
except for Alabama fans.
They're probably the second most hated team in that, to me personally. Like my preference is I do not like them. There's only a few teams that make this list, and they're one of them. But just to watch that game, man, and see the undiscipline, like the whole, like let's talk about this whole season. Like, have you ever seen a Nick Saban team where you're dancing in the end zone?
No, I've seen some celebrations, but not.
Have you ever seen them like stand over like a player and do the shotgun where they get a penalty for it? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. Like
they've been cutting down on the finger guns a lot.
Dude,
this guy went full shotgun.
Brother, they did that like number 13, like through his mouthpiece, like the ball, like kicked the ball, like launched the ball. I saw
that. That was the end of the game. That was the end of the game.
I'm telling you, man, like how they are, and it's showing, like, man, because the coach want to be a player friendly coach. You know what I mean? Like he's trying to ride it out like that. And so these individuals, like they're the most undisciplined Alabama team. I'm loving it. Like give this man an extension. But what I'm saying, it's the most. I love it, man. Like I'm not lying to you. Like. Keep it coming, man. Like sign that man to a contract.
It's kind of dark to want to see kids fail, but all right.
No, I'm just talking about Alabama, man.
Like, I know, dude. Don't backtrack.
Yeah. I'm fucking with you. Hope they get a degree. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you got free school.
Yeah.
Get a degree.
Because you ain't going anywhere with that attitude, son.
But like realistically, man, like I've never seen an undisciplined team like this. Like in college football.
Not an Alabama team.
Like, no, dude, you don't understand. Like the defensive coordinator. Because he threw his mouthpiece, he was going crazy. The defensive coordinator and the head coach went to the sideline, was like, hey, screamed at him like, come here. He looked at them and said, fuck y'all. And turned around and walked away, man.
No.
Yes. Look it up, man. Like, I saw that shit, and I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. This is where that...
He fucking waved off the coaches?
Yeah, what did coach say at the end of the game? He's dealing with stuff, his feelings. He was hurt. Like, man, it's football, man. How you gonna make an NFL? This is football, man. You think your feelings hurt? Everything else is gonna hurt, man. It's NFL.
Dude, you ever seen that
Feelings was
Netflix
hurt.
fucking
Come
JUCO
on, man.
show, dude? I've seen tougher coaches than that on like
Dude, I'm telling you, man, like,
those kids are going through some shit.
brother,
And
you can Google it on YouTube, like, or
I don't
YouTube it,
want to see
whatever.
that.
Like, yo,
It
it's
would just
insane.
upset me.
I
Yeah.
never seen anything like that, man.
That's
You know what I mean?
like,
Like, I love it though. I love it, man. And
yeah.
I just the same reason I don't like a lot of teams I don't like is because not because of the actual team, it's the fans. The fans destroy me and they make me hate them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'm
Dude,
sorry. That's
that's the
just
only thing you can base it on because these kids are only there
yeah.
for 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why like I had this whole little spiel in my head once about college and sports because I like college teams, but I'm more like I can understand people in when it comes to professional sports going. I like players more because players move more in pro football,
Mm-hmm.
whereas when they're in college, it's you root for the school.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of it almost bled into me. It bled into me far enough that I was willing to jump ship from the Bears and
Mm-hmm.
become a Miami Dolphins fan.
And I wish that was
But
working, man.
yeah, but I brought my curse, dude. And it's maybe it's a curse right now and something else will happen, but I don't see anything good. I
Yeah.
don't see anything good with Tua coming back. But
Nah.
we're getting off.
Yeah.
We're still on Alabama, but
Yeah. We're good, man. We're just talking about that, man. But
yeah,
oh
with
man,
that
like
coming back, nothing.
it's just that was crazy. Those two games right there, of all the losses, man, that Miami and that Alabama sticks through me, man. Like those two, I'm like, what is going on? It's like it's like almost a collapse. Like Miami, it sucks because Miami is 6-0. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
So
shouldn't
you
be.
so they're not going to drop. You can't drop somebody just because
You
they
can't.
almost lost. You know what I mean? So
Not anymore. You
like,
can't.
you can't.
You
So
used
like
to.
you
You
used to,
used
right?
to. Yeah.
Because people were scoring like 50, 60 points every
Mhm.
game. You remember what it was like, man?
That's
You're
when
like,
the OU used to run up the fucking score on
oh,
people. They would just
just kill it.
throw, yeah.
It'll
And
be
that's when
it.
you would schedule
Yeah.
those schools and just like, well, our points for.
Yeah.
It's like the way fantasy football was set up
It
now.
is though. It's pretty much is though.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. It is though. But no, man, like it was just a fucking crazy ass fucking.
So I think out of all those teams that lost that we talked about in the top 15, um, and we got to give. I'm not going to give any. We don't have to give anyone
Come
credit,
on.
but Mizzou did lose to a ranked team. They were 25th, the Texas A&M team, and it. Uh, so I mean that was that. I mean everyone else was unranked, so you can't really rank unranked teams. So
Yeah.
I don't think that really matters. But I think the biggest hurt was probably the Arkansas to Tennessee because aren't they in the same conference?
I don't know if they're in the same conference, man.
Tennessee and Arkansas are SEC, are they not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's an in-conference loss
Yeah. So that
as a
hurts.
number 4 ranked team. That that's
That
a
hurts.
that's a butt fucker, dude. Because
But
now you
I think Tennessee, like I think it's going to be fucking
Tennessee,
probably.
Tennessee.
I think Tennessee, because they're number 4, right? They're number 4. So I think they're probably going to drop like 8 or 9. That's what they're going to drop down to. I don't think they're going to
Dude,
drop too
shouldn't
much, man.
shouldn't the new rankings be out right now?
It
Don't they
might be.
usually come out on Tuesday?
Yeah, I haven't
You
even
want
looked at them.
here
I
this
haven't,
time
I
I'll
got
pull it up and
I
you
got
talk about something.
so I got the actual ranking, the real rankings because I went off of last week, like,
Okay.
so I don't have this week, but it's probably closer to being the same. You know what I mean? Like it's probably pretty much close to being the same.
What do you got? What was last week?
So I'm gonna pull. No, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. I gotta pull it up.
I'm pulling it up. I'll
So
pull it up faster than you pull it up.
I know that's right, man. You know, I got
Uh,
arthritis. I got arthritis,
I'm
man.
up. I'm
It,
up.
yeah, I got arthritis.
Oh no. Here we go. Conferences.
I
Oh,
got pulled up anyhow.
All
right, so
I don't even know how to do this. This is horrible
it is.
podcasting right
So
now. So we're still talking about fucking dude.
so you're talking about Arkansas is in there. They're in there. They're the
Yeah.
Southeastern Conference. Yeah, they're in there. They're in there with Mizzou too. So they're fucking.
Is A&M's SEC too, aren't they?
Yep. The
Oh,
A&M, Texas, LSU, Georgia. Like the good thing that everybody lost, man. So I'm telling you, brother, like being the way that this fucking poll works now, man, they're probably gonna be 8 or 9. Like they're probably gonna be 8, but they might be higher because everybody else lost. There's so many teams that lost.
right.
Like,
Why the
but
fuck does?
I could look at the rankings. The rankings probably you're right. The rankings probably came out today.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it
So,
up right now on ESPN,
so
and
they're 8.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to.
they're 8. They're 8.
Every
Yeah.
time I touch my phone, it fucking clicks some
No, you're
bullshit.
good, dude. Like I
All
got it
right, you
right.
got it.
Yeah.
All right, give me read me off the top
All
10.
right. So the top 10 is number 1, Texas, OSU, Oregon, Penn State, Georgia, Miami, Alabama, Tennessee, Ole Miss,
Tennessee,
fucking Clemson, man. Clemson, fucking, I think that's Iowa State, Notre Dame, 12.
ISU.
Yeah. So I want to say Notre Dame is 12, LSU, BYU, A&M, and Utah.
Fuck,
And that's top 16.
dude.
Everything after that, man, like you could throw that
Dude,
shit in there. I think honestly, fucking Michigan is a little too high on that list.
where do they go to?
They went 24, man. They 4-2, man. And then you got
Oh,
SMU. You got SMU at
dude,
5-1, and they're 25th, man. Like,
I
nah,
have
you gotta
I
go.
have I have notes to talk about SMU, and do you want to get into it, or do
Come
you
on,
want to stay
man.
on? Okay,
Come on. Come on. Whatever
S
you want to talk about, man. Just open page.
SMU is back.
You think?
SMU is fucking back, dude. The death
Yeah.
sentence is up. The money's rolling in just in time for this nil shit to come about. I watched that fucking game. They lost, but damn it, what, dude, I'm telling you, SMU is back. Then, oh, they're going to be a fucking menace again. Because now, dude, why do you think they got the death sentence in the first place? The whole money shit. And they got busted for it. That money didn't go anywhere. It just gained interest.
I
And
mean,
now that the death sentence is up, they're gonna bring so much talent to fucking SMU, and they are gonna be a powerhouse again. SMU is gonna be in the college football playoffs within the next, I'd say, 5 years.
yeah.
3
Mm,
if they get a good recruiting year.
mm. They're looking better though. They do. They're putting up crazy ass points, man. They are definitely doing that, especially against Florida State. They fucking
Dude,
demolished Florida State. They demolished Florida State. But
they look good.
yeah,
I'm saying, I
I mean
think
they're
as
solid. They're solid, man. They solid. Like who did they lose to?
it was.
They lost to BYU, but it was a close.
Oh,
It
well,
was
I
a
mean,
field goal,
they
man.
were they were outnumbered.
No, it was the first game of the season, I think.
Yeah, I know. That's a fucking
Yeah.
Mormon. It's a Mormon joke, Jimmy. They were outnumbered. Mormons have lots of
Mm.
kids. All right. God damn it. All right. Doesn't work when I have to explain the fucking joke, man.
I did not fucking get it. I did. I was like,
I
okay. I
know.
was like, cool. Like, yeah, they got okay.
You're like, nah, it was week one. What the fuck?
It was like week 1, man. Like, I
You
didn't
thought
get it, man.
you thought outnumbered meant later
Look,
in the
brother,
weeks?
bro, I didn't know what you were talking about. I was just trying to be polite.
I
I
know.
was just trying to be polite, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I don't know. I was like, okay.
I think you need to do me a favor and go grab that fucking hat up over on the corner and wear it for the next 5 fucking minutes.
I can't like look, we're celebrating my team that is
Okay.
4-1 right now. Like
Are we talking basketball?
I'm
No.
talking about football, man. You know,
Oh
last time
shit.
we won 4 games in the beginning of the season?
I think you were at one of those games,
I
were you
was.
not?
I was.
When you guys beat Miami.
Number 9
Was
in
it
the
Miami?
nation. Number 9 in the nation at the
What
time.
year was that? I remember you were on the
3 years
field.
ago.
You
Yeah,
were,
3 years ago. It was like
yeah.
3, 4 years ago, man. I
People
don't know.
thought
I'm
you were
old now.
Yeah, people thought you were the kicker for Virginia Tech.
They saw the jersey they represented. I asked the kid that was wearing my jersey. I said, "Hey man, I appreciate you wearing my jersey, brother." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Who you
I
know who this
don't.
is? You don't what?
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh man, his dad
Who is
was
that?
great, and so was he.
They played it. They played football in Virginia.
No, his son did.
So that's his son's jersey.
Yeah.
So who's his son?
His son goes by the name of Christopher Long. Yeah, Chris Long, Howie's Long son.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna talk porn. I was like, wait a
Oh,
second, hold on.
whoa,
I'm
bro.
like,
Like,
yeah,
no, I'm good, man. Like,
oh, I don't know the dudes' names from porn. He played at Virginia.
yeah,
Ah,
UVA. Yep.
I didn't know that.
The best.
Is that your only NFL claim to fame?
No, man. I also got a dude, depends on the situation.
A
It's
dude.
also a Cowboy fan. It's also a Cowboy player wore this
We got a
number.
dude.
The Cowboy that wore this jersey was Chris Canty. Yeah, right here, number 91.
I actually kind of recognize that name.
Dude, he played like he was a beast. He
Yeah.
played like both of them in college were crazy. Like Canty played for the Dallas
Can he
Cowboys,
play no mo?
and then he went to the Ravens. And yeah, so
Did good things there.
good
Did
things,
he do
man.
better things there than he did
Yeah,
in Dallas?
man, he's on ESPN right now,
Ain't gotta
man.
yell. Damn shit.
The Chris Canty show. He's with
Oh,
two
that's
other
right.
people. Yeah, so like the
Oh.
bad eye, the lazy eye, the Chris Canty.
Oh yeah, I don't like him.
And let me tell you, I don't either. He hates
Yeah.
the Cowboys.
I don't
He
like
talks.
anyone on ESPN. I
It's
think
crazy.
they're all
Look,
fucking corporate fucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's just so aggressive, man. Like he's so aggressive. But we
Aggressive.
digress. Yeah,
You
he's
calling another man aggressive? What are you?
Nah, brother. Like he acts a little extra on his show, talking shit about teams that I like.
Dude,
Like,
it's fucking for clickbait.
I
That's all
know,
that
but
shit
like
is.
I don't like that shit.
No, fuck that.
Yeah. Like
All right.
he's a Hall of Famer.
Right?
So
Yeah.
this is why this is a Chris Long
Canty ain't
jersey
in
again.
Canton. Wait, it's not Canton.
It's a Chris Long jersey again. You know.
Yeah.
So I had to get
There
rid
you
of
go.
Canty. So yeah.
And now you can put their names on the back of it, and you got to pay them.
No, I'm not paying that guy.
No, for the nil shit.
Oh, fuck him.
Fuck.
I'm keeping this. My jersey always changes with the player. It's so good.
Right? Because it's like I said, it's the school, dude.
It's college.
In college, you root for the school. In pros, you got your team, but there's always those people that, I mean, diehard fucking NFL fans, guys that have been in the NFL or NFL fans for longer than I'd say a decade with a team, eventually start, like, well, because you have players that play for your team that get traded or whatever, and you like those players, so you still kind of follow them, and then you kind of get into the team that they go to if they do well.
Yeah.
So professionals a little bit more, muddy waters.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to get into pros just yet. So
let's keep talking about this college, man, because
what game you got next? Or we
like let's talk about you got remember I texted you earlier about the rankings and who you feel like it should be where and all that.
Yeah.
I got a list of that, man.
I want to hear it.
All right, so
I want to hear your rankings compared to now. This is where you feel they should be as opposed to where they're at. Okay.
And my explanation why I'm just not going to put numbers out there.
So go ahead before you give me yours. Give me theirs again, like the real one.
All right, so we are talking. It's probably best to pull it up too, John Boy. So
it's Texas and
it's Texas, OSU, Oregon, Penn State, Georgia, Miami, Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi. I read fast, man. I'm Asian. I got small eyes. I block the light. I'm a fast reader.
I got Texas, Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State,
Georgia, Miami,
Georgia, Bulldogs.
Yeah, Alabama, Tennessee,
Miami, Alabama. Wow.
Yep.
Tennessee. Okay.
That is so wrong.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The top 15. We're going all the way down to 80. ATM.
Right.
That's like ATM.
Let's
A&M.
go.
All right, so me number
Number
one. This could be a toss-up, man. This could be a toss-up. So because both teams pretty much are similar, like with the defense, with the offense, with the quarterbacks, with the running backs, like everything is kind of the same, So this one could float. The only reason I put Texas as number one was because they actually beat a ranked team. So that's why I went ahead and did Texas number one. Number
so
two,
you agree with the rankings with Texas at number one.
yeah,
They should
yeah,
be
but
there.
but it could go either. The argument could go either way
With who?
because because let me explain why. Let me
With
explain.
Ohio State?
Yeah, with Ohio State. So
Okay.
like those two could fucking flip. And the reason I say this because it's similar. Like to me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel that Ohio State has a better defense than Texas does. But Texas, like in the quarterback play, well, it all depends. Like if Manning is going to continue to play and we compare those two quarterbacks, then I'm gonna go Ohio State because he has better completion rating, more yards, more like
You're gonna go against the fucking Manning family?
I
The
just
goddamn Illuminati of fucking
nah, but I'm
quarterbacks?
talking. It ain't that. Like this is a totally fucking different defense, man. Like he looks good, but let me put it in perspective. So like
Please do.
he's a young buck. He's a young buck, and he is balling right now with less games. With less games, like the starting quarterback, Ewing, whatever the Ewers, I can't I don't even know how the hell you say that name. I can spell it,
Ewers.
Ewers,
Ewers.
but
Just
that
think
kid,
there's a Y in front of it. Oh
but that,
wait, sorry. You're
yeah,
Asian.
yeah. But this kid,
Lululemon. Say
like
that.
he has better stats all the way around to what he has, what Manny has right now. He played more games. I'm talking about yardage, everything, man. Like
But isn't Manning more explosive?
he is. It's
It's
not.
like that young buck talent,
No,
like
the
that.
the whole thing, the whole thing that happened with them, they never lost anything. You get what I'm saying? They still pretty
Okay.
much had the same caliber of quarterback, and their defense is still the same. Their run game is still the same because they got a solid run game. They got like a 2, 3 headed monster with their run game, so it's nasty. But so does Ohio State. So and they have Ohio State has a fucking outstanding quarterback. Like he's lighting it up, man. But he's not playing anybody. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
their defense is fucking crazy. They get more interceptions, they get more sacks, more pressures on the quarterback. Like they're just a better physical team.
So
You get what I'm
okay.
saying? If that
So
makes sense.
this week, Texas, because OU is ranked 18, I
Yeah,
believe.
18. Yeah, they're
Okay,
ranked 18.
and Ohio State plays Oregon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say Texas loses to Oklahoma and also Oregon loses or Oregon beats Ohio State. Where do you rank those? Where do you
I
rank those
just,
teams when that happens?
but
Because
I
it's a
don't.
possibility.
It's a
It's a
possible.
definite
I
possibility.
just don't. I just don't think it's going to happen. The reason why I don't think it's going to happen because like like if you talk about Oregon, dude, they haven't played anybody. Like we're talking about, they played Idaho
Yeah.
and
Well,
only
we can't
and only beat them by 10 points, man.
we can't talk if Texas wins because if
Yeah,
Texas wins, they automatically stay
yeah,
number one. Everyone knows
yeah.
that.
They're going to
So
say number
let
one.
so let's talk. What if Texas loses to Oklahoma, number 18, and then for some reason, or however you see Ohio State, Oregon going, where does that rank Texas?
So Texas, like it all depends, man. All right, so if Texas and there's a high potential, man, you're absolutely because that rivalry, it
Yeah,
don't matter what the number, what
right.
ranking you are in front. It never
This
has, never
this is the
has.
first
Nope. Since Vince Young, since like you go all
and
the way back, bro. Like it never matters.
and it's not going to
Yeah.
matter that they're different
Nope.
conferences this
It
year.
don't.
It mattered
Yeah.
way more when they
Hmm.
were the same conference, and it kind of
They
matters a
just
little bit less, but
they
it's
just play
still
hard.
OU. Yeah,
Dude,
it's
they play
still
hard
OU
together.
Texas.
Yeah, they play hard together. So I could see that happening. I don't think it will because like
No,
this team, like Texas, this Texas team, is
defense is too good, dude.
bro. Like, you know what this team reminds me of? I said it just now. It was that Vince Young team. That's what this team could have. Solid defense. They had a great running game. They had an okay coach because that's kind of what they got now. This coach, he ain't nothing great.
I watched that national championship
I'm
game
telling you,
against
man. Like,
USC. I
that
watched that
reminds me of
game
that team, man.
in Iraq. I was in Iraq when I watched that fucking game, dude.
It's just
Yeah,
crazy.
on a fucking
Yeah.
little ass TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
But
yeah,
yeah, man,
dude,
like
Texas,
they look good, man. I think like Texas could take it, but
but
it's
they
just
can still.
but Oregon, man, like if they got to go to like Oregon's a nice team, man.
I don't
But
know,
they haven't played anybody. That's why I hate judging teams that
dude.
really hasn't played anybody that's ranked.
I've never. I remember there was a time when I used to trust Oregon,
Mhm.
like when they first started winning and getting undefeated seasons, and they
When they
got
when they first got the contract.
yeah, that contract. And they had the badass jerseys. They were fucking flashing,
Yeah.
dude. It was beautiful. I was like, oh yeah, but they never
No.
fucking did anything. It was they
It was
got
it was a
somewhere.
flashbang, man. It was either
Yeah,
flashbang or like you throwing water in an oil pan. It just sparks
I
up
didn't
real
even
quick and it's done.
I didn't even realize that they were talking more about their uniforms than they were about their team.
And their
You
shoes.
know, and
Dude,
then yeah,
them cats got like 10 to 12 different uniforms a year they could choose from. Like that's fucking crazy, man. Come on, man. That's
yeah.
just crazy. But yeah, I think Oregon would be number 3. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm like we were talking. I forgot about the team that I thought that Oregon is going to lose to Ohio State. So
Yep.
I just feel in my heart that the Nittany Lions are going to be number 3. They should be.
You think Penn State?
Oh yeah, man.
Who's Penn State playing this week?
Penn
Does
State.
it matter? I don't think it matters.
I don't think it
as
don't
long as
matter,
they come
man.
out with a win.
Yeah,
As long
like,
as they come out with a win, because with Ohio State and Oregon beating each other up,
they play USC, man. They play USC, and they gotta travel. They gotta travel cross country, so that might be an issue. But they also, this is what I love about this.
Wait. Are we talking the USC that was ranked 11th last week?
Yeah, they're 3-2 now, so they're not even 25.
They dropped them out of the
They're
top
out.
25.
Bro, they lost to bullshit ass teams twice.
I mean, yeah, okay, I get that.
You know,
Okay.
I mean, like, come on.
There's-
I see. That's that shit. That's that.
That's a
that
big
fucking
drop, dude.
That's
Normally-
that bullshit. Look, dude, look. That's how bad it was. Look, they didn't even think about it. They didn't even think about it.
I should watch these games before I make comments like that.
Dude, you got
apparently they just got
Dude,
their asses whooped.
you got to understand. You got to understand. Like they allowed this shit to happen previously. So
I love
the
it.
second
By
time
the
it
way.
happened, they were like, you know what, man? Like we can't.
I love it, by the way, and I just want to reiterate that the Reggie Bush, Tush Bush, was a fucking illegal at the time that happened.
Okay.
All right, and that's all I got to say about USC.
But no, like they like fucking. We're talking about Penn State. Like they got a tough game. Like 2 weeks from now, they play Ohio State, and this is what I love right now. You got a lot of teams that are top 5, top 10 that are playing each other in the next couple of weeks. You got teams that are playing 2 different top 10 teams within the month. You know what I mean? Like I love this part of the season. Like fucking 7th, 8th game. It's like you got mini playoffs before the playoffs. You know what I mean?
They're like because they have like the Big Ten East, the Big Ten West. The conferences are so fucking big.
It's
now.
huge. It's huge.
Yeah, because the schools are just run for the money.
Yeah.
But
you blame the SEC for that, man.
It's
their fault.
We can just blame fucking NCAA for that.
Yeah, I mean,
if we're gonna talk about
fucking
fucking money,
yeah.
They're the ones who are holding the bag, dude. They got the biggest bag out of anyone. Oh, cheers to that too.
They did. I'll drink to that. All right, so so this fucking hurt me right here having to do this because if there was a poll right now, having to do this fucking broke my fucking heart, and I ain't want to do it. I fucking promise you, I ain't want to do the shit. So
put your finger up your butt.
No, man. Why would I put my finger in my butt?
I don't know. You said you didn't want to do it. I just figured that it was something I wouldn't want to do myself. Now, if it was someone else, I mean,
I
that'd be
pretty
different.
much put Oregon after Penn State, number 4, but that all could be changed in the next week or two. They might even be fucking top 10. But
Ooh.
I put Oregon as 4. I put Miami at 5. And the only reason I put Miami at 5 is because you have to, man. They're 6-0.
Because
Like,
you think
they
the
fucking
only way
suck.
that you're doing a corporate pick.
No, they
You're
can't.
thinking that's what they're gonna
Yeah.
put them at because they have to put them there.
Yeah.
Your light just got brighter. What happened?
Dude, my shit's possessed, man. I think the house is haunted.
Dude,
They keep turning it on and off. Like, I'm over here just hanging out. You saw
dude,
it, right?
I got scared for you. I was like, oh my God, Hiroshima.
I live in the country, though. Damn. I'm sorry, Japanese people, that he said that. He didn't mean it. That's it.
I mean,
Ghost, I'm telling you, brother, like,
we
my house we might be doing on this podcast. We might be doing some ghosts. Look, we might be doing some ghost shit. We might be doing some ghost shit, man. Like,
fuck you, Zach Bagans.
Look, we might be
Debunk,
some.
debunk these nuts, motherfucker.
Yeah. But no, man, like, fucking, I hate I had to do that. But, like, I put Tennessee. I don't know where their ranking was at, but I put
They were 4.
I put Tennessee at 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I can see that.
It only makes sense, though, man. Like,
I see that. It's an in-conference loss. It was, I mean, they lost by what, 3 a field goal?
Well, like, you talk about, like, a lot of people don't realize Arkansas,
Razorbacks are hard to tackle.
Dude, no, like, the team, Arkansas, that they lost to, just look at the teams that they lost to, man. And it was close games. Like, it could have went either way, and they would fucking be up here in the conversation we're talking about. If Arkansas won those 2 games, that we'll be talking about them in the top 10.
Does Arkansas still have that big ass fucking quarterback? Like, dude, he's like 6'6".
Yeah.
I mean, he's always getting hurt, but when he's in there, he just towers over everyone. I can't remember his name. I wanted to say he looked like Richardson, but I don't think it was him. No.
They gotta do 6'6". Taylor Green.
That's
Taylor Green. Yeah, I mean, shit, man, he's 6'6". That motherfucker's tall. But no, man, like, fucking when you talk when you talk about Arkansas, man, like, they fucking lost to Oklahoma State. 39.
A ranked team at the time.
39-31. Yeah. And then the second loss was against fucking Tennessee. And it was fucking 14-19. You know what I mean? So, like,
yeah,
it's
like they may be pretty good.
They might have something over there in old Razorback. Whatever they do, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what they do, man. I don't know what they do. They make noises. But yeah, they might have something, man. They might have
pork eating motherfuckers.
Hey, man, I like a pig, man. Like, but seriously, dude, like, think about that. Like, how bad is really Arkansas? You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, Tennessee they still lost, man. They still lost. You know what I mean? They did. So I gotta drop them. I can't keep them up there. And then I fucking hated I had to do this, but you're going to because it's fucking Alabama. So I put them as number 7. But I still don't understand how they could lose to that team that they lost to, man.
Vanderbilt. So I mean, that's a pretty good drop from 1 to 7.
Yeah.
But you don't think maybe they should have dropped further? I think maybe they should have dropped further because they didn't come into this season very high. They kind of jumped to the top because of what? I mean, how did they get there?
I'm gonna tell you, man. The only reason I put Alabama at number 8 is because their schedule.
You had them set.
Because you can't drop them out of the top 10 if they beat the number 2 team.
I mean, it's your list, Jimmy.
But I'm just saying that's what I'm trying to explain my list. So, like, they beat the number 2 team in the nation, so you can't drop them down. Like, you got to drop them. But that's why I feel like, and the only reason I did that is because I didn't want to put the next 2 teams in front of them because I don't feel that they're really there yet.
So who are those next 2 teams?
So you're gonna get pissed at this, but you're also gonna thank me. So
why the fuck would I do like?
So number 8, let me explain. Number 8, I did Georgia. And I still feel like Georgia was a little too high because I feel like Georgia, like I just don't trust Georgia, man. Like
I think Georgia's riding off their coaching.
I just don't
It's
trust them.
fucking great
Yeah.
coaching there. The talent is it's like when I watch Georgia teams from like the past 5 seasons, it it's the same reels.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same plays. It's just different people.
Mm-hmm. And
And
then
I don't want to get back into the system
yeah.
quarterback thing, but I mean it's kind of the way it's happening.
The reason why I dropped them so low was because the team that they almost lost to, which they should have had 2 losses right now. Fucking Kentucky, man. They beat Kentucky by 1 point, and they didn't even score 2 touchdowns. Explain that to me. Explain that to me.
I
Like
can't.
how I'm
I'm
gonna
too
put you?
drunk.
I don't even want to put you top 10 because of that shit. I don't even want to put you top 10. Like Kentucky probably won like 2 games. Like you beat them by 1 point and didn't have 14 points in college. In college, man. Like, come on, man. Like, everything's built off points. You got to score to get
Yeah.
in. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
well, not anymore. Not
well,
anymore. You
but
just got to win.
but you do because if you all have about the same fucking record, it goes off point systems, man. So it still falls back on points.
Is that how
Yeah,
it goes?
it still falls back
I
on
still don't
points.
understand
Like,
it
yeah,
completely. Like,
so it's always that's why the whole poll system is usually when they're doing the poll system is how many points he scored this year. It's like it's usually about how many points he scored.
whole system.
Yeah, but anyhow, but then I went number 9, man. I went number 9, and I said Notre Dame, man. I said Notre Dame. So I don't know if you're happy with that or sad with that, but I was like they went number 9. They broke the top 10 after
I'm okay
everything.
with it. I'm
Yeah.
okay with it only because I don't ever like when Notre Dame gets ranked too high. I automatically, no matter where they at.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. No matter where they're at, if they're ranked, unless it's like 23 or 24, I think it's too high. I always have that like that doom feeling like fuck man. I don't because I immediately go look at the schedule and all I do is see ranked fucking teams or I see Notre Dame traveling to a fucking hostile fucking area during a time. I don't know. I never think anything good of a Notre Dame pre-ranking ever.
Yeah. Dude, just think about it like this though, man. Like this is like if you turn back the hands of time. If they did not lose that game, they'd be top 5 right now.
They would could only be number 5.
They'd
That's
be
as
top
top of
5.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they would be number 5. That's as far as they can go. They can't
Especially
go. They
it's
can't go 4 or up because
no,
they
but
don't
they're they're
belong.
they're, they're locked into what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying I know that, but the reason I'm saying that because they're locked in the playoffs, man. Like they are in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying about it because they're pretty much they got a crazy schedule, man. Because they already played 2 ranked teams. They already played fucking 2 of them, and they beat them. You know what I mean? That, like you said, we both agree on that, man. That fucking Northern Illinois just got them that day. Like
yeah.
fucking,
It was lazy play
they shit
or
the bed. They shit the bed.
yeah,
That's what the fuck
bad,
happened. But
bad.
then I went fucking number 10. I went BYU because I had to put them in the top 10 because they fucking beat Kansas State. You know what I mean? Only because any if they could if they didn't beat fucking Kansas State like at
Did
the
they
time.
beat? Was that? Was Kansas State at home? Did they lose at home or did
I
BYU win at home?
I can't remember if it was home or not. I
Okay,
watched it, but I can't remember. But
okay.
like, but that they would be my top 10, and then 11 is gonna be A&M because they beat the Missouri, and then fucking they lost to y'all. You know what I mean? But they fucking beat Mizzou when they were like number 9 or some shit like that, man. So like they've been playing fucking quality teams, man. They got a solid defense, man. But and then number 12, man. I got to go Kansas State. I got to put Kansas State up there because the only real loss they had was against
Yeah,
y'all. You know what I mean? Like And y'all record is not showing the caliber of team you are. You know what I mean? Because
Kansas State's been playing pretty strong football.
They've been playing solid football. They got fucking that quarterback, man. Like they got a whole team again, like the same shit all over again, man. Like they got a solid team. Good coaching. Fucking coaching. The coaching is where it's at.
Over there at the Little Apple.
Yeah.
I used to live right down the street, dude. I used to live right down the street from the stadium. We used to Stacy and I, because that's her team. We used to walk up the fucking road, dude, and go tailgate.
Cool is that?
Go tailgate. I'd be in my Notre Dame gear. I didn't give a fuck. Nobody from Kansas State's gonna say shit to me. But
bro, I went to Redskins Eagles game in my Cowboy jersey and got booed by the whole stadium.
Yeah,
like, it's okay.
You're a 6 foot Asian, Jimmy. They're afraid of you. Bro, they fear what they do not understand.
Bro, I was holding my beers walking up fucking from Get Concession, and I heard this murmur of ooh get louder and louder as I'm walking, and I turn around and look like, what the fuck's going on? Turn around and look, it's me standing there, and probably the comment people everywhere is like, what the fuck is a Cowboy fan wearing a fucking Cowboys jersey in a fucking a fucking Redskins and Eagles fucking game? Like, and I was just fucking like, fuck it. I was waving at him like, hey, I ain't give a fuck. It's free ticket, man. Like,
yeah, right.
That's what you're supposed to do, man. You're supposed to
wear your team. A good time and represent.
You're supposed to wear your team, man.
Yeah.
Supposed to wear your team.
Where we go.
Damn right.
Damn, what the fuck were we talking about?
Oh no, you just talking about when you went to Kansas State game.
Oh yeah. Dude, and tailgating was great, man. Had a fucking great time. So Kansas State is, dude, it's an incredible place to go. And I wish
just the atmosphere, college atmosphere, dog.
I want to go visit certain stadiums. Like I want to go to.
I want to go to Rose Bowl. I want to fucking do that bucket list, because I got a bucket list as non-sports, and I got a bucket list of sports. The shit that's on there.
Can you believe I've never been to Notre Dame? I mean, you probably can, because I haven't
South
been around.
Bend, man. Like we got to go South Bend, dude.
I have to, dude. I have to, and I will fucking cry like a little bitch. I'd be like Rudy's dad.
I wish, dude. I seriously wish I knew about that game, like fucking the UVA fucking Notre Dame game.
Yeah,
like I wish I knew about that shit sooner, because that shit would fucking like. Because you gotta save up for that shit, man. Because you gotta get an Airbnb.
It ain't cheap. You gotta know somebody.
You gotta get a flight. You gotta get a flight, and then you gotta pay for festivities.
Yeah.
And John Boy, we are expensive.
Yeah, I like heavy partying.
Oh shit! I thought I was gonna go somewhere else.
No,
I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Where do you think it was going?
I don't want to talk about it, man. Might have children watching, like you said.
Okay. So, I hope not. What fucking children watching?
I don't know, man.
A racial slur.
You said that
show. Yeah, I'm the one having trouble with my S's.
Yeah.
We're
gonna go number 13, man. Utah.
Okay. The Utes.
I gotta say Utah, man, because they beat number 14. You gotta put them in the top. You
gotta give them up.
They got at least.
You gotta move up. Yeah. You win as a lower ranked team. You gotta move up at least.
Yep.
Dude. You have to.
And then LSU, just because LSU, you like fucking.
Those are the people that spell go wrong.
Yeah. I was so happy to leave them outside the top 10 though. And
dude, they have a chance to lose to South Carolina this week.
Gamecocks.
They got to play. Yeah. Hello, Cox.
They better
choke on some cocks.
Yeah.
LSU gonna choke on the cock. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and then 15, like Indiana University. I just picked that because they were undefeated, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. They were just undefeated. They haven't lost.
And they haven't lost to who?
But I got to put them there. Like who you gonna put Michigan?
You don't have to.
Who you gonna put there?
I don't know. Someone else who has a one loss to a better team.
No.
Like where are our directional schools? Usually they're pretty good. Like a Western Michigan, a Northern Illinois. Never mind. Let's not talk about that.
So you rather put Boise State?
Boise's not a state, but
Georgia State University. You rather put them there, man?
I mean, they have a cool field. And what is their record? They only have one loss?
Yeah. Yeah, they
Okay.
got one loss. But
So
people don't really get excited to almost a team losing to almost Georgia Southern.
I mean, Georgia Southern people do probably. They get excited
Yeah.
about
They
that. They
almost
talk about that. They're like, we almost beat fucking the Bluefield motherfuckers.
they only really had one good game, man. They like a caliber team, a caliber
Okay.
team. I misspoke, and that was a preseason game. But other than that, like they haven't really. Oh shit! I stand corrected. They
Are you
they, they
standing?
ran they
Then
ran they
stand the
ran
fuck up then.
dude they ran toe to toe. I didn't even know that they Oregon played Boise State. And that was a good game, man. 37-34. Boise State lost.
So did I just correct your fucking
You fucking did. I think you did because Indiana.
unknowingly,
I'll tell you right now. I'll
based
tell you
off
right
not
now.
fucking football mind.
Indiana played nobody. They played like schools like Forum or some shit like that.
Indiana State University Tech.
I don't even yeah. So that's my list, man.
Dude,
That is
I
my
love
list,
it.
my
I
brother.
love it. And I don't mean to shit all over it, but that's what makes this show a
Mm-hmm.
show.
Yeah, it's
Because
all right.
when you got something, if I just agree with you, then who the fuck is gonna
No,
give a
fuck that.
shit?
So who out of all those teams that I said, who do you feel that should have been higher or should have been lower, man?
I think we just talked about it. The BYU fucking shit. Indiana. Fucking get Indiana the fuck out of there. Put BYU. And I think Notre Dame should be ranked #1. So piss the fuck off.
Whoa, brother, come on, brother, come
I'm a
on, man.
Notre Dame fan,
Look.
dude. I'm a
Ain't nothing
Notre
wrong.
Dame fan. I'm a Notre Dame fan. If I don't believe that
Right.
they should be #1, then I shouldn't be a Notre Dame fan. And I know it's contradicting what I said earlier that whenever they're ranked too high, I hate it. But I'm a hypocrite and go fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck all y'all. Every last one of y'all, man. Every last one of y'all. So I mean, that's pretty much. Unless you want to talk anything else about
Okay.
college
I
football.
want to bring up one thing because I love shitting all over ESPN. ESPN reported
Come on.
because if you're not mistaken, before Hurricane Milton, which is currently fucking up Florida,
like fucking.
beforehand we had Hurricane Helene that came up through wherever and hit a little bit of South Carolina.
It's that golf, man.
ESPN reported that Shane Beamer, the head coach of South Carolina, University of South Carolina, couldn't exit his house due to a downed tree. All right, I don't know if you've ever seen a motherfucking college football head coach's house, but they're usually mansions.
Okay.
We'll just put it like that. They're fucking man. How big is this goddamn tree that a tree stopped him from exiting his home? You've got to have 4 or 5 other doors on the first floor alone. Maybe 2. I'm exaggerating. Anyway, but what the fuck kind of reporting bullshit is that? Like, they're trying to make this fucking dude out to be a victim. Meanwhile, and I don't want to get whatever, but I mean, yeah,
He's
like
dealing with
out
stuff.
of here, dude. Like, this guy has a tree. It's probably like one of those little and it like kind of fell and he couldn't exit out his front door. So he
he's like
turned to his right.
He's like, hey, I can't get out.
He moved 12 feet to his right and went out his other front door because he has a veranda that is like 150 fucking yards long. It's I don't fucking know, but I'm just guessing that one tree would not stop the head coach of University of South Carolina, Shane Beamer, from exiting his home.
I mean,
fuck you, ESPN.
He might have allergies, man. He might not be able to
go out the back door, out the
man.
kitchen, where the people bring in your fucking food, you asshole. Okay. Also, have you been watching Ole Miss?
Yeah.
Have you seen their dude Peegs? I'm probably not pronouncing his name right. He's like a defensive end, and he's a fucking monster. but he also plays offense. And he reminds me of
what the fuck does he play offense? Like offensive guard, like line?
Dude, it's like Refrigerator Perry.
Get the fuck out of
He
here.
fucking runs the ball in. Look up Ole Miss, and I'm gonna spell
I
it for
got
you.
it. Like
You,
I got it. Hold
yeah,
on, brother. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother.
yeah. This
I'm just,
motherfucker is something else.
I'm going to the roster real quick.
He's a monster. It's like it looks like Pegasus, but not.
So what does he play? What does he play on defense?
Like defensive end or something.
Okay.
He's a fucking lineman.
All right, so let me see. Princely? Ooh. Oof.
No, it's like Peegs. Like
P-R-I Princely.
No, there's a G in it. There's like Peague. I don't know. It's kind of Greek, but he's like a big fucking black. I don't know. I fucked up watching the games, but I may be wrong. Anyway, this dude was
Paris?
huge.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm over here looking at the guys you're talking about.
Roster. Are you looking at this year's
Yeah,
roster?
I'm looking at this roster right now. Like, so the defensive ends that they have is they have Paris, that was a P, and then they have Princely, June. I can't even say it, man.
Yeah, and we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So,
all right, Jimmy, dude, we have to
come on,
move on.
What we doing, my brother?
To NFL here pretty damn soon.
Let's do it, man. Come on.
But what we're gonna do?
Let me change my hat.
Yep. And we're gonna pause. Bring that shit back up. Let's see it. Bring it back up. Let's see it.
What's up, brother?
Bring it back up. Let's see it.
And we over here just hanging out. Got the little, trying to do my part.
All right, we just took a fucking wicked yes break.
Yeah, brother.
I had to pee so bad, dude.
Oh, dude, I did.
Woo! All right, man. We're getting an NFL.
I can't wait.
So,
had to change my jersey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, is that Michael Cocaine Irvin?
Man, if it wins games, brother. If it wins games.
Hey, dude, you know what? We got hands that wrap around the balls like like they 8 balls, then I ain't hating on him. I mean, he wins championships. He did well. Fuck it. Anyway, good jersey.
Come on.
Running. I had to wear hockey. I'm running out of football jerseys.
That's all right, man.
So, all right, dude. I'm gonna jump right in with my first topic in the NFL, and I am gonna fucking say, like I have been fucking saying since I believe week 2, that Atlanta is for real. And Atlanta is for real because Kirk Cousins just did what he did in prime time on Matt Ryan night. He breaks Matt Ryan's single season or single game passing record in an overtime win against the Bucks. Who are pretty fucking decent, but Atlanta is not expected. They weren't. I think they're real, man.
All right,
I want to hear your thoughts.
So my thing about the Atlanta, that's a good topic right there, man. Because the way I see it about Atlanta is like, not only are they winning, yeah, they lost that game. They lost that one game, and I remember I spoke about this. They lost the one game when the head coach did not know how to properly use Cousins. He needs play action, he needs a run game, and he needs bootlegs. You cannot ask that man stand behind center and fucking throw that ball. That is not what he does.
We told him he doesn't do the gay shit. He don't like his hands against another man's balls.
You know what I'm saying? Like he just don't like it. But like, so
he ain't Christian.
But the crazy shit is the whole game, all the games that he played, dude, clutch. Like, because somehow, some way they win. Like, all his games pretty much has been decided by like 3 points or something like that. Like, crazy.
They got Koo as a kicker. Cuckoo, Kachoo, motherfucker. He is on it. You should love that motherfucker. Yeah. He's representing
he ain't
your
no
people.
Aubrey. He ain't no Aubrey.
Yeah, but he's representing your people.
So is Aubrey, man. I'm half white, man. So Aubrey is too.
That doesn't work that way.
If he was kicking the ball like Aubrey, okay. But let's not get it confused. They were talking about in the last game how many times
Dude,
he
he
missed.
wasn't raised on steroid
How many
meat,
times
okay?
they were talking about him missing? He was missing field goals. If you watch the last game, they were talking about him being on a streak where
I'm just saying you should
my guy ain't
probably
doing
have.
that.
I'm just saying you should probably have a little bit of fucking pride. If there was an
I'm happy for him.
if there was an Irish football player, I mean, like American football player in the NFL, which there isn't, I would be happy. But
Brother, I would probably be happier if he was AFC, but being NFC, man, I can't even celebrate that, man, when I got the best kicker in the league. It's gonna be
you
a
know
Hall
what,
of
Jimmy?
Famer.
I respect your fucking head turning of your heritage due to because he's not that good.
He's not
I
that
mean, I
good.
can respect that. Like, dude,
He's
like,
good. No,
but
no,
he's
no, don't
but
don't get
he's not good enough for
when
you.
he started, he was a hell of a kicker. But
I'm gonna
but
buy
this
you a
year,
fucking Goo Juicy, dude.
this year,
I'm gonna buy what size jersey do you wear? I'm gonna buy you a Goo Juicer. A Goo Juicy. It don't matter. I'm gonna buy you one anyway. And if it don't fit, you just hang it up in the back.
I'm hanging up.
Yeah, dude, I bought it for you. I got your the little shot glass things. Dude, I've
Yeah.
been fucking like hold on, show 'em. Hold on.
Come on, show him, brother. He's showing y'all right now.
Jimmy, talk about how much your team sucks.
No, we're not talking about let's talk about which team that you like suck. You want to talk about the Bears or you want to talk about, the Dolphins? Because both of them are horrible. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, but anyhow,
Did you hear?
we'll continue talk. Yeah, I heard you. We all heard you. We'll continue. Yeah, that's cool as shit. I forgot about those. Show them the other one. Yeah.
And look,
Explain it to him, man.
yeah, look. You get yourself a quarter. It's bags and quarters mixed.
Yeah.
So you have your table, and instead of shooting quarters in the shot glasses, you're playing like bags with these. Yeah, dude. Well, I still got the quarters.
Yeah,
One of them,
buddy.
the other one fell out.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. We're getting off topic. I'm
But
sorry.
no, like you're good, man. But like Atlanta, man, like seriously, like the thing I'm more impressed with is not what like Kirk Cousins did the other night, but he did that shit and he should have. You know what I mean? He should have. I never liked him. Like Cousins, like I don't have a problem with him, but Matty Ice, I ain't never liked him. I didn't like. He's gonna probably be a Hall of Famer, probably, but I never.
I agree with you. I
Yeah.
never was a Matt Ryan fan.
I just don't
Because
like his
dude,
arrogance, man. To a certain
I
extent,
don't
you could be confident, but arrogant, confident, I could deal with. Arrogance,
my
I can't. Like you ain't did
my
nothing, man. Like you won, like what?
he had great wide receivers and a big arm. He had Julio Jones.
Yeah, in the prime. Oh, come on,
And
brother.
whoever else. He had Harry Douglas for a minute.
I got a ear infection.
That was one of my friend's team's name. I have a Harry Douglas. That was his fantasy team name. But yeah, Matt Ryan, I never really liked him. He was a rival fucking Catholic fucking college because he comes from Boston College. And I always thought growing up that Boston College tried to be too much like Notre Dame because like they tried to do the gold helmet. I don't know. That's the way I saw it as a child. So I never really liked anyone coming out of Boston College, even Doug Flutie, because for the longest time I thought Doug Flutie did that play from because he played for Notre Dame. Because I was so young when I saw the play that I saw the gold helmet, I was like, oh, that's Notre Dame. I didn't realize that Boston College liked to try and steal Notre Dame's, look because Boston College ain't a bunch fucking bitch is. Anyway, Notre Dame's the better Catholic fucking college.
Okay, that's good.
And cut. All right. What topic you got about the NFL, Jimmy?
Oh
We're
man,
going back and forth.
brother, I got so
I
much,
hope
man.
it's something about one of my notes. So hit me with something.
I got something like I want to talk about that Bengals game.
Okay.
So like we're talking quarterbacks, that's why.
Bengals.
So that
This is
game, man,
The Bengals
and
and Ravens
Ravens.
and that fucking non-defensive fucking. Ooh. What? I mean, Burrows had four, five, and
Five.
then yeah, five, and then Lamar had four and came out with a win. But I mean, go ahead, Jimmy. Let me hear it.
That I feel so bad, man, because like
For who?
Burrows, man. Like like that dude is having a fucking good season. That like minus that Patriots game, like the fucking first game of the season where fucking they lost to the Patriots.
He didn't have anyone. He didn't have
Like
T. Higgins. What
brother, like
he didn't have T. Higgins then, did he?
no, he
He
didn't
didn't he
have
didn't have
he didn't have T
Chase.
he didn't have T Higgins till
Mixon had moved on.
yeah, he didn't have Higgins till like the third week, like third or
So
fourth week.
week one, he really didn't have anything. So okay,
And
yeah,
like
it's a wash.
had the worst fucking game of his whole career. But I expect that. But every game after that, that fucking kid, like he's balling, man. Like people and I always kind of felt like Joe Burrow like get the hype because he came in like with the hype and he fucking did good and he continued to do good because of the weapons behind him.
Yeah.
But this year truly showed me that like he's a good quarterback because this
Dude,
guy, just put it in perspective, like this guy in the Ravens game almost threw for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. The man went 30 for 39. But in that game, I don't know if you watched that Ravens game, John Boy.
I did. I did.
The receivers dropped like 4 balls. They dropped like 4 balls, man. Like so that man damn near would have had amazing fucking completion rate.
I don't think the question has ever been, is Joe Burrow good? He's shown that he is good. I mean, anyone who can do what he's done with that horrible offensive
I had a
line
gnat.
and receive the injuries that he's received and still come
And
back
still balling.
and still, it's taken him a little bit longer now to, gain up speed. But his receivers are getting healthy.
Mhm.
He's clicking with them now that they're back. So yeah, we're gonna expect to see a little bit more balling out by him as long as that offensive line can just keep him from getting hurt.
And
That's the only thing they have to do.
they've been playing good this year. That's why he's having what he's having. But the fucking problem is that fucking defense, man. Like they're averaging like 36 points a game. Their defense
And
is
still losing.
averaging like 33, 34 points a game giving up. You know what I mean? That's why they're losing. It's just like the defense can't fucking I don't know what the fuck happened. But that defense is non-existence, man. Like how do you have this kind of offense and your defense is that fucking bad, man? Like that's
Because
the shit I'm talking about.
I'll tell you why, Jimmy. Because you have that kind of offense and your defense is that bad because all your money is in your offense.
But
So, I mean, that's when you have to hopefully rely on draft picks.
it is though
And if you want
because
to play that game,
you
that's
know
why you have GMs. They
because
play they
you're
play
right
those
though.
fucking games.
Because Barrow got that contract, and then fucking Chase got the contract, and then fucking Higgins. Well,
Mixon went away,
oh,
so whatever. But
well,
I mean, they didn't improve
it
anywhere
makes
else.
sense. It makes sense, though.
So
But that's how it usually goes, though. It makes sense like that, unless you play for the Chiefs,
I mean, if you got money, you got money.
and
And you get
you don't
money
need
by winning
players.
championships.
You don't need players. You just need a good quarterback.
Dude, and that kid is fucking amazing
Yeah, but
at
no,
what he
like
does.
that fucking that shit just blew my mind, man. That shit fucking just blew my mind. That like, and people are shitting. But the crazy shit. The reason why I brought this up, man, because I've been watching I've been watching. Like my small addiction is waking up in the morning, doing what I have to do. No, no, brother, no.
Oh, I thought that's what you meant by doing what you have to do.
Doing what I do, and like I'm talking.
Sorry, you're left-handed. Yeah.
And then I go watch ESPN, and they shit on Burrow, man. They shit on him. It's like, wow, look, there he goes again, like this and that. And I'm like, dude, like this motherfucker is balling. Like, how are you talking shit about somebody that fucking threw for 5 touchdowns?
I don't know. I don't know, but I won't agree with ESPN, but I will agree with myself because I'm glad you bring up Joe Burrow because
Come
I
on.
believe in a couple earlier episodes, I think it was week one, our very first episode, that I said that Jaden Daniels is going to end up being the better of the two quarterbacks in the NFL
And
from
he is.
LSU.
I think he
And
will
right
be.
now, he's proven me right.
And the reason why I agree with you on that one is because he's
You
mobile.
have to agree with me that one. Look at the
Yeah.
fucking
No,
stats. Look
it's
at the fucking record.
no, but like
Look at
I'm
the
not.
gameplay.
But you can't do the record. You could do the
They're
numbers.
4-1,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
but you can't do the record, man.
Why
Because like,
not?
why? Because the Bengals got a horrible fucking defense, and the fucking Commanders got like the 14th, 13th ranked defense in the NFL. You can't. It's not fair to do that. Like you judge if you're judging a person on a person, you got to judge them by the numbers they produce, how many
Look at the
touchdowns,
numbers.
completion. Yeah, but if you really want to look at the numbers, man, like it's a close comparison, man. Like I'm telling you, man. Like I think Burrows might even be better because he had more. He had more. Like Daniels may be better on rushing the ball, like more yards rushing, but passing, I don't think he has Burrows. He has better completion rating.
Burrows has the better weapons at wide receiver. He has T.
He,
Higgins.
he
He has
does.
Jamar Chase. He's
He,
got, yeah. What does Daniels have? McLaurin. That's it. And McLaurin has been catching passes. He's been a sleeper fucking yard gainer for the Commanders for years.
like the thing you gotta look at, like there's one thing you gotta look at, and like you should know this, John Boy, is that a rookie quarterback will always look good because you don't have film and you don't have play on them. Second, third year quarterback, that's when you gauge them. You can't gauge them on the rookie, man. Everybody looks good in the rookie.
Zach
Everybody,
Wilson didn't look good as a look
well,
as a
come on,
rookie.
man. Like we're not gonna go there, man. That's just
You just
like
fucking said
that's
everyone
legit.
looks good as a rookie, and I brought up a fucking rookie that didn't look good. So you can't say that. I'm saying Jane Daniels, the way he's playing, he looks good.
No, like I'm not taking
I
like
think
dude.
he's gonna be overall at the end. And when the aliens listen to this episode 10 years down the road, they're gonna figure out that am I holding that too high?
You're good.
They're gonna figure out that I was right, that Jaden Daniels he's gonna end up being the better quarterback in the NFL from LSU between him and Joe Burrows.
I have
And
to.
I would go that far as to say he's probably Jaden Daniels will have the better stats at the end of this year than Joe Burrows.
I don't know, man. Like
You
I
want to
don't
make a bet?
like.
You want to make a bet?
We're not doing a bet. Like the
No, I
whole.
will. I'll
Yeah.
send you $5.
No, the whole
$5.
thing. The whole thing. Like I don't bet because every time I bet I lose. That's why I don't.
No
That's
bullshit. You
I
have
don't.
TVs. You've told me about. You've won TVs in
That's not
fantasy football
betting.
leagues. You son
That's
of a
not
bitch.
bet. That's
It
not
is.
betting.
It's a
It's
form
not.
of betting,
No,
Jimmy.
the reason what betting
You
is when
put money
when
into that league
when
and
it
you
costs you
won.
like what I haven't joined a fantasy football money league. I never have them day in my life, and the reason why is because I'll lose. Let me explain something to you. I
Okay.
could win, like I'm good at winning stuff when it's like gambling, such as slot machines, all that. I'm good with that. I'm good at when we put something in a pot. We put something in a pot where like I buy a raffle ticket and it's a TV, I'll win it. But if like I'm telling you, for me as a person, that I said I would bet you Philadelphia beat the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Cowboys or this that, I lose. I'm telling you, brother,
Dude,
I haven't won. Like ask TJ, man, he'll tell you,
a
dude. I
mutual
haven't
friend
won.
who's a huge Eagles fan.
I had to wear
Jimmy,
a pink jersey because of that.
Do you understand that if somebody was smart, they would take you and I to Vegas and just get us fucked up and have us place. We have to place the bets fucked up because we have to truly believe that this is going to happen. And then have those people that take us there double up the bet.
Dude, I win at Vegas. I just can't bet.
They
I
will
can't
win
bet against
so
people.
much money.
Yeah, I can't bet against people, man. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like I lose every time. That's why I wouldn't do it.
It would work.
But no, like seriously, back to the subject. Like Daniels, this kid's gonna get rookie of the year. This kid is the truth, and the reason why he's
gonna treat him.
This dude,
Williams,
bro. This dude is breaking records. In week 3, he broke a record, man, for a completion rate. Like he missed
nobody.
Like this kid is the truth. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like right now, like we're talking numbers, like I know like Daniel's got like 3 interceptions and probably like 7 or 8 touchdowns and probably like 1,300 yards. I don't know what Burrow has. The only reason I know about Jaden because he's in my division, so I follow him. You know what I mean? Like I think Burrow's like I don't know what he has. I'm not even gonna lie and say that. But like it's compatible right now as
and like, the Commanders are gonna win the NFC East.
The Commanders have what you need for a football team to have. They have a quality coach right now. Yep. That's a player's coach. And I told you about it. You like you argue with me. It's like I don't believe in player coaches. He's a player coach because
there's 2 different kinds of players coaches. You know.
No, but like he's a player's coach, man. Like
he's a player. That's what I said. There's 2 different kinds.
He's like,
there's 2 different kinds of stepdads. You know, there's like the stepdad that's like, you're my kid, and then there's other stepdad that's like, I'm just here until you go away and whatever.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know, dude. I'm just saying that you ever lived through that kind of shit. You know, I don't know. There's stepdads out there that are like that.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, stepdaddies.
I thought it was a good analogy. Yeah, moving on.
Yeah, but no, like the kid's good, man. Like the kid's fucking good. Like I was gonna speak on that, like how good that kid is. Like he's breaking records, man.
He's killing it.
Like it was crazy because his first 2 games, 3 games, like the dude didn't have any interceptions, and then he kind of fell apart. Like he started getting interceptions. Like, but like his completion,
defense start figuring you out.
But as a rookie coming into the league, like it's been few and far between the kind of caliber of quarterback as a rookie like him. Like this, I haven't seen it, man. Like he's solid, man. Like in the skin, I hate it because they're on top of the division, man. The Commanders, man. It was like
such a horrible name.
It was like who's going to be on the bottom, the Giants or the Commanders?
Well, we knew who wasn't going to be on top, and it was whoever it was going to be, or whoever it was last year, because the NFC East does not repeat.
They are playing good teams, and they're winning. That's the shit that's fucking like, hey, they are playing quality teams and winning. You know what I mean? So like that's so fucking crazy, man.
Teams only get stronger. I mean, not really, unless they receive injuries, but they don't. What I'm trying to say is Washington doesn't look like they're slowing down in any way. It looks like, if anything, they are gaining momentum, and they're only getting better, and that should scare everyone in the NFC East, and maybe in anyone who's going to be in the NFC Championship. So I think Commanders, good for you.
I think Daniels has the highest completion rate of the season at all quarterbacks, not rookie.
Not just rookie, out of
all. No, dude, like he's got upper 70s, man. Like this motherfucker's upper 70s. Like
again, with nobody. He's got Terry McLaurin, who's fucking hands on.
Fuck that. That ain't nobody. Like that dude.
That's any other team, other than
that guy,
Terry. Yeah.
He's always been good.
He is.
Terry's been good since his rookie year. He's been good. Like
Terry's been
never had a quarterback.
But he's been fucking producing
with like 9-10 different quarterbacks, like in his career.
And if anyone knows Terry McLaurin, we want to put you on our podcast so we can talk about how fucking great
I love Terry.
I want Jimmy to be talking
Terry.
about how fucking awesome
Terry's good, man.
is.
Like, man, like I watch him twice a year,
Yeah.
man, since his career. I watch him. Like the kid,
I get it.
I seen him live, man, where that dude
Yeah.
fucking like destroyed us. Like that kid's good, man. Like
Yeah.
I call him kid. He's a grown ass man. He's been in the league
you-
7, 8 years. He's a grown ass man, but I'm saying he's younger than me. I'm old as fuck.
All right. Was that your topic or mine? Where
That
we
was yours.
going?
That was yours. You were
Okay,
talking
what
about
do you
the
got
Skins.
for me?
So
Give me
let's talk
something.
about another team because your team was like, man, they're the truth. They're the truth. It was the Falcons, right? My team that I feel the same way you feel is like Minnesota. They're the truth. They're the truth. Because Sam Darnold had the worst fucking game of his career. Like, no, I ain't gonna say career of the
First
season.
half.
Of the season. Of the season. Like had the worst game where he just shitted the bed. Like straight up shit the bed. Like the kid went 170 yards passing, 79 yards passing. NFL quarterback. This dude that's been balling out went 179 yards
With a healthy Justin Jefferson.
and fucking threw the ball 14 for 31. Do that math. That don't even math. Like half. Like think about it, John boy. 14.
I'm gonna take my Crocs off because it feels better.
Let me put it like this. Let me put it like this. 14 and 14 is 28.
Is it?
You still gotta add 5 more. Like fucking missed passes.
Okay.
That's the fucking crazy shit. Yeah, that's the crazy shit, man. Like the dude had a QBR of like 50. There was only one other quarterback. We're gonna talk about that because that's the other one I want to talk about. There was only one other quarterback that did that bad, but he lost. This motherfucker won. This motherfucker won.
And that's because of
the defense.
Okay.
They had 3 interceptions, man. That Minnesota's defense is crazy.
I really want to point out because I'm now a Miami Dolphins fan that I'm super pissed that they got rid of Van Kinkel, one of the guys that intercepted and ran. He plays linebacker for fucking Minnesota now. That dude is a motherfucking monster. Miami let him go, and fuck you, Miami, for doing that. And
they had to, man. All them fucking contracts. They got Tyreek. They got fucking. So they had to, bro.
Look where that's put.
Waddle. Come on, man.
Look where that's put you. At least your defense could still keep you in the games if you had somebody like that.
And it's crazy when
like it did with fucking Darnold this last week.
No, what's funny is
you can have somebody like fucking Tyler Huntley at fucking quarterback as long as you got Van Keekel on the defense giving you a pick 6.
Brother, okay? Miami had that.
You got to learn to fucking balance.
You don't understand, man. Like Miami had that prior to you becoming a fan. Their last coach, that's what he was. He was like fucking like my offense sucks, but my defense will punch you in the mouth. Like
and then they get rid of the defense to pad the offense. That makes no fucking sense.
That's what's hard about. That's what's hard.
Rap.
That's hard about being like an owner of a team and a GM. You got to find the balance of great teams do it. Tom Brady had a fucking fairly good defense. You know what I mean? His Super Bowl runs like the same thing. I'm just being honest, man. Like,
I'm gonna mark a little note about a fucking Tom Brady defense, and I just want to say that we're gonna get into a Teddy Bruschi fucking thing later.
But that's the same thing. Like,
I hate that motherfucker.
The crazy shit is the crazy shit. Like we're going back. I'm gonna go back to the Commanders. They have the same situation. They don't have a top 5 fucking great fucking defense. They got a defense that will fucking not lose a game. And if you need a turnover, you need me to make a stop, I'm gonna do it. The middle of the pack type defense, man. And that's the same shit that Brady.
They may not give you 3 and outs, but they'll give you a field goal and eat up fucking 9 minutes.
Or if you need the ball back, they'll create a fumble and do an interception.
And if you know your defense that well, and like you can, strategize,
Come on.
I would think,
My man.
So fuck. All right. So is that yours?
Yeah, that was.
Maybe
I
I'm
was
my.
just talking. I was just talking about like the defense being the reason why they won that game. But no, like fucking on the Minnesota. That's the reason why that game right there was like, man, like they're gonna be hard to beat.
I buy
Like
it.
NFC, like going to be in the championship.
Dude, I buy
Yeah, I
it.
see them. I see them.
And
Yeah.
fucking Minnesota looks good.
Good,
They looks good. They look
good.
strong offensively, defensively, and they stay healthy.
Yeah.
Then
Good
they're only
coaching.
getting better. Isn't Hawkinson coming off the fucking pup?
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
so now
getting
you're
there.
gonna have another target at tight end, that fucking big ass fucking Viking looking motherfucker.
And I feel that last game, the fucking last game that fucking the Minnesota played, that if they had a tight end, it would probably been in fucking higher numbers.
Yeah,
But it was
easy.
just like he was like he just had a bad game. He
He
was
doesn't
getting
have his
touched.
dump off.
Yeah, he was getting touched, man. So it
Yeah.
kind of fucked him up. But yeah, that was my yin to your yang when you were talking about Falcons, and so I
All
said,
right. Well, I'm gonna yin your yang
come on,
now, and
man.
I got a question about
Shit.
the Indianapolis Colts,
Mhm.
and I've shit all over Anthony Richardson AR-15, and I'm going to continue to do so because supposedly he's coming back, and they're going to bench Flacco, who I believe looks like, I don't know when you like. Well, I remember.
No,
Fuck,
Flacco
dude, I'm
was
talking. Flacco reminds me of, remember when Testa Verde
Testaverde.
came back?
Yeah, yeah.
And all this, he was fucking bombing it for the Jets, and they were winning. And they weren't really. I mean, he was just putting up fucking numbers. They weren't really getting anywhere. Still losing games. But Flacco comes in, dude. He did this the year prior,
Last
like
year,
last
man.
year, and then he comes in and he's doing it again.
Look,
And you're gonna fucking seriously bench him
do it.
right now because
Do it.
you got your rookie fucking glass man ready to go get hurt again?
It ain't just glass, man.
Stick with the hot hand, Indianapolis. What
It
the
ain't just
fuck?
that. It ain't just that. They don't have a quarterback with him. Richardson, they do not have a they have a losing culture with Richardson, man. And they have. And they continue to do it. Like you said, man, like they have Flacco. Like Flacco showed you time and time again, everywhere he's been since Baltimore, when he gets an opportunity, time and time, it's a small window that he gets to you, like usually, but he rocks it, man.
I think the best thing that could happen for Anthony Richardson right now is that he gets a
Mhm.
100% healthy tag and they sit him. And
Yeah.
he sits behind Flacco and he watches Flacco fucking play and he sits next to him when Flacco comes back off and just learns, dude. I think that's going to help Anthony Richardson so much. And it's putting Anthony Richardson back in because he's your money man and pulling Flacco
I
out, I
don't
think is
even
the wrong
understand, but
decision.
he ain't the money man. Ain't he still on his rookie contract? He's on a rookie
Yeah,
contract. He's not
but
costing
he's
you anything.
but he's what they feel, I guess, is the only reason I could think then is the reason why people are coming to see them
Right.
play. No, why are they putting Richardson back in and benching
I don't
Flacco?
understand
That
it.
makes no
That is
sense.
stupid. That is fucking stupid, man. That is the dumbest shit. That is literally the dumbest shit I've heard. And if they do, I hope they keep him there. I hope they
He's
keep him
gonna get
there.
hurt.
And then I hope somebody no, keep him there. And I hope somebody swoops in and be like, hey, I will give you a third or fourth round pick for Flacco.
I
And then
want
fucking
I
dude, like
want
seriously,
I want
Carolina.
Flacco to go to
Carolina.
Miami, dude. Dude, do you remember when Flacco came into the league? Do you
Mm,
remember when Flacco came into the hold on, I'm on to something.
that would be
I'm on to
good.
something
That
right
would be
now.
good.
I'm on to something.
That could be good,
Flacco
dude.
came from Delaware. Flacco was
Dude, that
known.
would be
He was
good.
he was recruited because he had a big arm, dude. That's all he did at Delaware was just throw the fucking ball.
Yeah, he needs
You put
speedsters, man.
he's got speedsters in fucking Miami. Oh,
Mm.
you put Flacco down in Miami and just call shotgun and oh, dude,
If
it's
I was
gonna be.
Miami, like I'll be real with you. If I was Miami,
Oh,
I would fucking reach out and be like,
get on the phone.
I will give you a second round and a fifth round next year for Flacco. They'll do it. They will
And
fucking
let
do it.
Flacco just throw the fucking ball deep until you continue to like finger fucking to his butthole until
No, but
he's healthy enough to get out
the
there.
reason why you could do it, man, because Flacco is going to probably cost you 10 mil
Dude,
a
the
year.
dude just wants to play.
10
It's
mil a year.
clear.
I'm
He
telling you,
just
dude.
wants to fucking play.
Flacco, I thought he was done when he left Baltimore. But that
We
dude,
all did.
man, he's like the Vince Carter of fucking football. Like he's gonna do 22 years.
He got humbled,
Like,
dude. He
yeah,
got
like,
humbled. They called it. It was that couch call that
yeah.
everyone talks about.
And the motherfucker's been balling every time he gets the opportunity since that. Like, dude, like he's like, how do teams like how is he not a starting quarterback somewhere? That's
You
what
got
I
to
don't
understand.
understand. Like, I
This
don't understand it. Like,
this
how is
guy
he not?
was this guy was a professional football player. So he played football his entire life. So even when he gets out of the league or is like he's no longer a starter because you don't think he's sitting there watching games like we are. He's learning these teams better than, better than we are as fans because he's played the game that long. So he's still in the
Yeah.
fucking game. And then yeah, dude. So when you pick him up, he's like, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm gonna go to this team. Oh, they play in this division. Oh, I know how to beat these
Oh,
guys. I've
man.
been watching them." So it's just, yeah, dude. To think that they're just no longer watching football is some Hollywood bullshit.
Yeah.
These guys are still paying attention to the game, and clearly he is kicking fucking ass. And
Dude, fucking
go
A,
Joe
man. Like
Flacco.
seriously, fucking A,
Go to
John Boy.
Miami,
Like that would
please.
be a fucking that would be solid.
Yeah.
That would be solid.
So
Because
that
he
that
has the weapons. It's built for him. But
yeah.
the only problem
Run the
with him,
ball.
only reason why I say it would be a concern, and I ain't trying to shit on your team. I am not. But your offensive line play, man. Like your offensive
We
line.
got Mostert coming back. We got a running game coming back. He can do play
That's why
action.
Tua, that's
Dude,
why
he Flacco in the shotgun with play action a with a
Tua
running
throwing
back that
gang
can
signs.
catch in the flat. Remember when Ray Rice, before he
Yep.
punched his
Yep.
wife, it was fantastic with Flacco.
He
You know?
was
Hey diddle
that
diddle,
is
Ray Rice
so
up the middle.
that's so
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
After he punched his wife in the elbow and knocked her out, like he was
Yeah.
good, like
Yeah.
like he
Yeah.
was like he was all right.
But I mean, before that, like you give Flacco a fucking running back who can catch a goddamn pass in the
Yeah.
flat in a play action. Oh, dude, you're gonna have a playoff, at least a playoff contending team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
Miami, please call
Yeah.
over to Joe Flacco and make that happen. That was my topic. You're up next.
Oh man.
You have
So
another one?
I got a couple. I
All
got
right, hit
two
me
I
with
want
it.
to really talk about, but like
Give it to me.
what's up with the Raiders right now, man?
Fuck them.
No, but what's up
They're
with them?
dumping. They're fire sailing their whole fucking team.
Like, what is going on? Like, did you hear the whole situation with Devontae Adams and Coach Pierce?
He's never been happy there, dude. I talked about it in a
Uh,
previous episode.
but no, like he was at first
Yeah,
when he had Carr, but then after Carr, you remember like he was standing there and they had NFL films. He was like, I gotta get out of here. Like they're gonna kill me. I've never been hit so many times,
yeah,
like trying to catch a ball. Like they're gonna kill me. I gotta get for my health. I gotta get out of here. But
yeah.
no, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about.
Okay.
Did you hear about fucking like? So on Twitter,
Uh-oh.
on social media, I don't know if it's Twitter. It was on social media. Like
Which is
somebody mentioned like Devonte Adams getting traded, requesting a trade,
yeah.
and Antonio Pierce liked that bitch. And then he said like fucking Devonte Adams came
Okay.
out. Yeah, Devontae Adams came out and he was like, "Yeah, man, I saw it." But like now this dude's just avoiding me. He's not even talking to me. Like, how you gonna like that post? I'm still on the team. And you're the head coach.
He set the fucking post out. All right. For one, dude, you're casting the
But you're the
goddamn
head coach.
line.
No, brother, you're the head coach. Nah, John Boy,
Uh,
you're the head coach.
okay.
Nah, you're
Okay.
the head coach. You can't do
Yeah.
that.
But
You can't do that.
hold on.
You
The wide receiver, the diva wide receiver fucking cast a line out. They're like, oh, request a trade.
He's
The
not
head
ruining
coach,
himself.
the head coach is fucking sitting there at dinner with his goddamn family, and it goes bling bling when your family gets a notification about, oh, your player's talking shit. All right, fuck you then.
But you're that. But nah, man, I'm telling you the
He
reason
ain't
why.
been doing shit for them anyway,
It
so
ain't
why not
that.
like it?
It ain't that. It ain't that though. You can't do it, man, as a head coach because you got other players there, and some of them might feel a certain way that you did that. Like because everything you know it, man. Like you play sports, like everything stays in
Not very
house.
well.
But I'm just saying, like everything stays in house. Like if you got a problem with somebody, that's like
Oh,
you deal with it in house. You don't go
yes,
out there like you can't go out there and tell people how you feel before you
no,
actually generally tell a person in front of you how you
exact,
feel.
Jimmy.
You
I
can't do
completely believe in that, and it's something that has been preached about in anywhere and everywhere,
it. You're a
especially
head
the
coach,
yeah,
man. You're a head coach.
in sports and in the military. It's keep it in house,
Yeah.
keep it in house. You know who the only people that fucking keep it in house are the motherfuckers that
It's
fuck it
in
up
charge.
from the top. Yeah, and then they're like, wait, we have to keep this in
But
house.
that's
But
part of
when it comes from the bottom up,
but
that's
that's
when people get pissed off about, oh, they should keep it in house. No,
no,
fuck that.
no, no, but
Call them out.
that's why players like that play in a sport or cannot be the coach at that moment because you have a lead, you have a leader that's
Yeah.
supposed to have a culture that you pretty much follow, and he guides you
Maybe,
on what you're supposed to do, and like if I got a problem, like it's like this, John Boy. If I got a problem with you, which I don't, man, I love you to death. But if
I
I had a
know.
problem with you,
I'd show
like
you my butt cheeks.
I wouldn't go over to your wife and be like, John Boy is a bitch ass motherfucker. I hate him, and don't ever say anything to you.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
figure out how to clip that. Where are we at right now?
like seriously, that's that situation. You if you got a problem with that man, and generally have a
I
problem
get,
with that man, like you speak on it. Like that
yeah,
man like
but
stood on his 10 toes and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna like
but
this bitch, but now I'm gonna avoid you from every situation
Jimmy,
past this."
Jimmy,
That's all I'm
also,
saying.
I get
That's being
that,
a
but
man.
also
That's being
let
a man. You
let
guys.
let's take in the perspective that you're seeing this from a fan's point of view.
I'm
You're
seeing it
not
from
seeing
like
it
a man's point of view. That's what
You're
I'm
seeing
looking
no, you're
at.
seeing it from a fan's point of view because you're getting, a tweet from a wide receiver and a like from a fucking head coach. You're insinuating that means something where it could mean something else completely.
It wasn't.
Like if you post a picture of you on Facebook and an ex-girlfriend likes it and you're like, ah, she wants to fuck again.
No, no,
No, man, just no, it's not that. I'm just saying you may be jumping a little bit into
it
deep.
wasn't because this is what it was, man. It was not Devonte Adams put out this tweet. He did not put out this on social media. Like they said that Devonte Adams is requesting a trade or something of that nature, and that man liked it as a head coach. Like the trade hasn't happened yet. The trade hasn't happened yet, and you're gonna like that as a coach. You can't do that, man. I don't give a damn if you're
I
in
get
high
that.
school.
I get
If you're
that.
in high school, you can't do it. It wasn't that he tweeted something. A third party tweeted that, and he liked it. And then he's been avoiding because they came and approached
Oh, so
Devonte
the
Adams. They approached Devonte Adams. They're like,
they're
"Hey,
like,
man, like, what do you think about? Like, have y'all talked since that?" He was like, "Yeah, I just found out about that." And nah, like he hasn't talked to me. He hasn't talked to me about any of it.
maybe he's playing some fucking games.
No, but
Maybe
like you're a coach, man. You can't
yeah,
do it. You can't do it. You're a coach.
I
Like
believe it.
player
Yeah,
to player, you could do it.
yeah.
Coach, you can't do it,
Keep
man.
it on the DL.
Yeah, you're the head. You know what I mean? You're the leader, man. You can't do that. That's
I
all I'm
got you.
saying about that.
All right.
What you got,
All
Nick?
right. Fucking hell. Let's jump into the Jets firing their fucking head coach. All I want to say is that
Aaron
fixes
Rodgers
nothing.
did it again.
It fixes nothing.
It doesn't.
It fixes nothing.
It makes
Guess
it
where
worse.
he's going? Yeah, guess where what's his name? It
Salah?
rhymes with No, it rhymes with back to the base.
I mean, I
Saleh
can
back
S
to the
A
bay.
S
He's
A H E L. I don't know how to
dude.
say it.
He's
Salah,
gonna end up
Salah,
back in
Salah.
San Francisco and make
Defense
him.
coordinator.
Yeah. Where the fuck do you think fucking he reminds me of what was the dude from 300 who gets
He's a
the
he's gonna
the
he's
spear
gonna
going
go
across
back
his
and get a
face.
ring.
He's the
He's gonna get a
Persian
ring.
god.
He's gonna
Yeah,
get a ring. You know what I
he's
mean?
gonna
Like
go. Oh,
he
and
deserved to get fired, but like you
come
already
on
knew it was a
now.
loss. Like
Look,
you already know it's a loss. Like he deserved to get
dude.
fired, dude.
Okay. Look, when you go into the New York Jets head coaching position, you should know outright that it is gonna be a fucking horrific event for you. It's like I don't even fucking know, dude. I was gonna come up with something stupid. But no, you're not going into a good situation.
Mhm.
And he got in there what 2021 he said 6 different quarterbacks.
Mhm.
None of them which really panned out. So I mean, how do you really build something off it? It's I was a Bears fan forever. When you're cycling through people so fast, it's hard
Mhm.
to build something around someone. But the Jets they always brought in weapons. They always had like a good strong wide receiver or a good defense. Um, but this year they should have, and they were predicted to be good. Their defense and their offense, but how in the fuck does Aaron Rodgers not produce? I get that he's not the same quarterback that he was back in Green Bay. And of course, he only played what 4 plays before getting hurt last year. But the story
I'm
is
about to tell you. I'm about
the
to tell you
story
why.
is the guy did never showed up into camp and learned to like just throw passes with his wide receivers. He's,
Right.
doing whatever the fuck Aaron Rodgers fucking does. And and then he comes back and he's pissed off because he's not doing well, still hasn't thrown for 300 fucking yards. And they fire the head coach. Like, that's not the problem. Yeah, the money's in your quarterback, but what the fuck, dude?
I'm gonna tell you. All right, so I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm done. I
All
was
right,
going for a very
so
long time. It's your turn.
like, my thing is, man, like I know who Aaron Rodgers is, man. So it's early in the season. You know what I mean? Like they won enough, but lost more. You know, and I've seen this before, man. This is like he fired 4 other coaches, whether they're coordinators, head coaches. He fired 4 other coaches, and
When
this
you
is what he
say
does.
when you
Like
say he re-
Aaron Rodgers.
yeah.
So let me like it'll prove my point after this week. It'll prove my point. So what he does, like he has a bad couple of games, and then that coach loses his job, and then he goes on a fucking tangent, and he fucking starts winning, and then he's like, "Look, it's the coach." But him and Salah had a problem. Like the Patriots game on the sideline. Did you watch that?
Yeah, dude, they kept on showing that on
Where he
ESPN.
went to go hug and
And
he
then
pushed
Aaron
him?
Rodgers is like,
Right then, I was like, that dude is done.
dude,
And like
that
I was like, it's done. And
Aaron
watch,
Rodgers hasn't hugged a head coach since the mustache guy in Green Bay.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like the disrespect on that. I got so excited, disrespect on that, man. Like
Yeah.
it was fucking like blatant. Like that wasn't like, hey man, I don't want to get hugged. Like it was like, what the
Don't
fuck are you
fucking
doing?
touch
Don't
me.
touch me, type
Don't
shit, right?
fucking touch
You
me.
saw that, and
Yeah.
I promise you, man. Like watch what happens. And I might be fucking wrong, but I don't think it because I've seen this every time Aaron Rodgers has fucking fired a coach. He fucking
So
makes it. He makes it like the reason why we were losing was because of that coach. But no, man, he didn't want him here. He did not like that coach. He did not like him. And the reason why, John Boy, why didn't he like him? Because when the whole fucking
disagree.
when he got fined, you remember when he got fined?
Yeah.
You remember when he got fined and he was fucking like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, like, he never called me. So he ended up getting fined. After that moment, he was like, that was the moment that Aaron was like, yeah, bitch, you about to lose your job. And he's like, I'm going to make sure you do it.
So
The,
I would,
the
I
Jets are
would
going to
put
start winning, man. I
this
promise you.
week. This
I'm
week.
like, I'm
Oop,
like,
the Jets are gonna win this week.
I'm not just this week. They're going to go on a fucking win. Watch.
They're,
And then they're
they're
going to be
gonna
like,
win.
well, maybe it was a coach. And that
Three
dude's going to
win
get
streak.
shitted on. That dude's going to get shit on. And I'm telling you, man, like he does this every fucking time. That's why I hate Aaron Rodgers, man. Like he fires so many fucking coaches. They talking about he's the greatest
So
and
what
all
happened?
this. Like I
So,
fucking hate
but
Aaron.
does that conversation go like that if Devonte Adams ends up in New York
That's a
uh
mistake.
as a Jet and then they start winning? Do you still blame the head coach? Or
Like my
I
thing
mean,
is, if Devontae is stupid enough
why
to,
would you trade a head coach before the end of the trade or not trade? Why would you fire a head coach before the end of the trade deadline? There's moves that still can be made. I mean, they're in the middle of talks about bringing Devonte Adams to the Jets, and you
because
fire the man.
Aaron doesn't want him there, man. He doesn't want him there, dude. Like he done it. He did it to fucking Sherman. He did it to all his coaches in fucking Green Bay. He got McCarthy fired, dog. Like this motherfucker, like this is what he
He's
do.
such a
And
bitch.
when McCarthy got fired, what happened? Went on a 6-game winning streak. That's what I'm telling you. When Sherman got fired, like offensive coordinator, LaFleur, like he was like everybody that like he fucking does not like to prove a point, he would lose games to be like that motherfucker is a problem.
Can
And
I
then
just
he
can
knows he's good enough to fucking do it. Like fucking just fucking I'm gonna win you 3-4 games.
Well, all right. I'm gonna be done talking about Aaron Rodgers as soon as I fucking say that
Come on.
Aaron Rodgers used to
Hit the
date
dish.
a girl I went to high school with. Actually graduated the same year. You may know her as one of the X-Men,
Mm.
Olivia Munn. I knew her as Lisa Munn.
I don't know who that is, bro. Which one was it?
No, I don't know. She's an actress
She was
in
an
Hollywood.
extra. Like you
Yeah,
said, she
she
was
went to
just
my high school.
come
We
on.
graduated the same year. Her picture is right next to Kyle Murphy in our 1998 Pumpman City North. Look it up, Pumpman City North High
Come on.
School. Yeah,
Shout out.
look up Lisa Munn.
Lisa
Yeah,
Munn.
yeah. Her is now known
Yeah.
Olivia Munn. Aaron Rodgers dated her after she was an ex-woman, X-Men. Anyway, I was trying to connect that to
Come
wherever.
on.
And because like the fucking YouTube like realizes it like talks out our stuff and then automatically puts in algorithms. So if we name drop,
Come on,
sometimes
name
shit
drop.
happens. Yeah, I was name dropping for, real reasons.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith sucks all the dicks.
All of it.
Okay. Okay, my turn
Yeah,
for
come
a
on, man.
topic.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, did you know his final suit has been settled?
Yeah, out of court
Do you
again.
think now? Yeah, of course. Of course it does. He's
No.
paying. That's why they guaranteed him all that money in Cleveland. I guarantee you that's why they guaranteed him
That
all that
man's
money
broke.
to pay. Yeah, that's Jimmy.
Broke.
You don't bring in that talent. Sorry, I'm still holding that. Don't pay attention. Uh, uh, you guarantee him all that money so that he can pay off all these suits, and then he's supposed to ball out, right? So now my prediction is, I think Cleveland's gonna get a little bit better now that Deshaun is done paying off the bitches.
What? Winston
No,
starting?
no, he
Like
just paid them
Jameson?
all.
No, I'm saying the only reason they're going to get better is Jameson starting. Like, dude, no. Like,
Well,
I don't see that.
all
I don't see it.
right,
Let me tell
all
you
right,
why. Let me tell you why. Let
all
me tell
right,
you why. Because that was also one of my topics, man. I was going to talk about.
okay.
Did you watch that dude's game last
He
week?
sucks, dude. He sucks so fucking bad.
This
But
motherfucker had.
you can't suck that sucking bad
Nah,
all
bro.
the way
Like,
through the year.
mm-mm,
I
mm-mm,
think he
mm-mm,
gets better.
mm-mm.
He
That
doesn't
man,
have to worry
like,
about the
no.
bitches.
Mm-mm. Nobody wants to do that to himself. What he did last week, that is cruel and unusual punishment. Nobody wants that. That man had 125 yards. But this is the worst shit.
You know what, Jimmy? I've
He,
never had 125 yards in the NFL,
well, you
and
get that
I'm
in
pretty
high, like,
fucking, and I'm pretty fucking awesome.
yeah. But what I'm saying, he had 125 yards and a quarterback rating of 8.5.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Anything,
yeah,
anything under a 10 is pretty bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. Like no, and the week before, like all right, so the crazy stat that I looked up about Watson, he is the only quarterback in the NFL that at least started 3 games that hasn't surpassed 200 yards.
Total
Like no, I'm talking about in a game.
passing.
In a
Okay,
game.
I'm talking like total, like passing and rushing.
No, like the games he has like
Yeah.
800 and some yards. He has not surpassed 200 yards in a single game. That's crazy. Like,
Well,
come
he
on,
was
man.
waiting
That's
for his
backup.
lawsuits to get
Man,
settled,
fuck
and
that.
now,
That man got so much damn guaranteed money, done crippled the Cleveland Browns. No, I'm not hearing that. Like, hell no. I'm not hearing that, man. Like, that sorry son bitch done hit for 8.5 yards. He got Amari Cooper, man. Amari Cooper. Like, that is such wasted talent, man. Like he has Coop that when he played like the
yeah,
years that he's been
yes, the
at
Cooper
Cleveland,
Pooper.
but no, like that dude's been at fucking Cleveland and he played in one season, he played with 4 different quarterbacks and still hit 1,000 yards.
Yep.
2 years in a row. And then this year you get this fucking bum.
I'm just saying he's distracted right now. Deshaun's
And
distracted. He's no longer distracted. All the suits are
brother,
fucking suited, and he's gonna start.
brother, I think it's done. Like it ain't there
Okay.
ain't like I don't see him distracted. I don't see it.
Ah,
Because
ah.
because because like the whole crazy shit, like you could say that last year where like he was dealing he paid it all off. And then this year it came out, fucking first game of the season. Okay, I get that. But at the same time, this is your job, man.
Yeah, and you
Your
get paid millions of dollars to do it,
like
so get the fucking job done. I
this is
get
your
that.
job. This is your
Yeah.
like it ain't like you're making $20 an hour, $30 an hour. Like you are making.
Dude, I would play in the NFL for 20 or $30 an hour as like a kicker.
Oh, I was gonna
That'd be
say
cool.
like a
Or
kicker.
like somebody on the sidelines that does something on the sidelines. That'd be cool. I'd do
Like
that. Yeah.
you
I'm
need
not getting
something. You need
CTE for
some
30
you
bucks
need
an
something
hour,
to drink.
dude.
You need something to drink. Like
I'm the bitch that fucking squirts people's water. Like, and I'd have the most like I would start a statistical thing. Like I would have the most accurate fucking squirt,
I know that's
for
right.
linebackers and like quarterbacks, because they have the different types of
Yeah.
screens. Like,
Oh,
dude, Deneen with the bottle squirt, and when you have the fucking the reflective eye thing, he's a 95% hitter. But then you always keep like the towel in your back pocket so you can hit
mhm.
it like I don't know. Anyway, I got one more subject if you don't have anything
Oh,
else.
I got some, man. Look, like we
Hit
got to
me up
talk.
with something.
We got to talk about San Francisco. We
Do we?
got to. We
I don't know why.
like. Why not? Like they're fucking
Okay, tell
losing.
me why. Tell me why, Jamie. Why are we talking about San Francisco?
They're fucking losing, man.
Okay.
So like you going like who do you think is to blame for the debacle for the 49ers?
I would immediately go after the defense. That's who I would go after. I think the offense has proved in San Francisco that even when people are hurt, they can still win.
Mhm.
And the defense has proved that when it it comes down to it, they can't win the game. I.e., go look at the Super Bowl loss. So I think it's the defense. They've always had a very strong. It always seems like they're very, and then there's just they just shit the bed,
Yeah,
as you previously said
yeah.
about a former team. So I think it's the defense with San Francisco.
That's what I thought, man. That's what I thought until like I looked and went to their rating on fucking the defense,
Okay.
bro, they're top 10. They're number 10. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, what the fuck, man? This don't make any sense. Like the fucking off. I don't understand. Like
How does
why,
that,
bro? Like
is
no,
it just
Johnny,
matching up
Johnny.
against an offense or a
No,
defense?
it gets crazy. It gets crazy. So like this is a crazy shit. So San Francisco as an offense has number 2 in the NFL. All right.
Yeah.
As a defense, it has number 10 in the NFL. Like Purdy, I thought he had a fucking bad year, but he really hasn't. Like he had fucking top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. And they had like I was like maybe it was because of fucking McCaffrey. But
Dude,
Mason,
McCaffrey
but
ain't been
no,
there all
but Mason is averaging 108 yards a game.
because
Like
that O
108
line is
yards rushing.
sick.
So like I don't understand like how they have a 2-3 record. Because is it because the defense is failing on certain opportunities or the offense? Does it go to the coaching? Because I don't understand it, man. Like
It goes. It
if
goes to
you go ahead, go ahead.
sorry, I'm sorry to cut you off. I think it goes to the schedule.
Yeah.
Look at who they played. Look at those teams' offenses and defenses compared to San Francisco at the time. Because San Francisco was hurting in certain areas at certain times during the weeks, and it just may have lined up like. I don't know. I haven't been paying that close attention,
No,
but
but
that's the
like
only thing I can think of that may have
because
been.
not they lost to the Rams. The Rams, the 1-4 Rams, they lost to the Rams. The one win that the Rams have, San Francisco. So like I don't understand it because like you look at the numbers, like if you put these numbers up on the screen and like number 2, number 10, like you'd be like and they'd be like the record is 2-3. You'd be like, how the fuck are they 2-3? Like I don't understand it, man. Like I never seen anything like this, man, where like
So
you are top 10 in both categories, but
so
you only
how
won 2 games.
so how far do you think San Francisco is going to go this year?
I don't know, man. Like it's fucking crazy.
It's just give me an answer, Jimmy. How far do you think San Francisco is going to go this year?
I don't think they're going to NFC Championship.
But you think they're going to make the
They're
playoffs
going to make the playoffs, but I
at
don't think
two
they're
and
going to
three right
championship.
now?
Yeah, I think they're going to go to
Okay.
play. They're going to go to playoffs, whether or not because like the reason is like you got 2 extra wild cards now, man. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to win your division. Like you just have a better record. Like you get 2 wild cards, not 1, 2. So they're going to make that.
Yeah, but that's a win in your end kind of thing. You don't really want to go there.
No, but I'm
You
saying
know.
that's, but I don't like that's what I'm saying. They're gonna make the playoffs. I don't know what they're gonna do because I never seen anything like this, man. Where a fucking team is like, is this fucking good? Like, and won. Like
Yeah.
you got fucking teams up there that fucking won way more games, and their offense and defense is less. Perfect example: Texans. They don't have the number 2 offense. They
They're
damn they like
Give them a
15th.
minute.
They
Give them a minute. They're figuring shit out
oh
down
yeah,
there.
I like them. I like them. But
Mixon's getting healthy. Even though
I was
Nico
about to
Collins, yeah,
say
he
that.
just went out, but Tank Dell is
IR.
healthy. Tank
But
Dell is healthy. So, yeah,
Nico was different.
Nico is
Nico,
that's
Nico,
a gut punch because
bro, like Nico's bad.
they put him straight on the IR, so it's
Hmm.
immediate 4 weeks.
Yeah. Well, they put him there for a reason because that's how bad it is.
Dude, and it's smart to do that immediately. Don't put that questionable tag. Just immediately put them on the IR. Your team is producing.
That's why I
So,
think. That's why I think like NFL. Like that's why I think that it's probably going to be longer than 4 weeks. I
dude,
think it's probably going to be longer.
the
It's
game,
probably his playoff
the
eight
season
nine.
is
Yeah.
17 weeks now. You can play the long con. Like, there's ways now that your players get hurt. You don't have to bring them in immediately based on your schedule. because you can like look at like, oh, we can beat this team with just our offense, and we can rest some defense. There's a whole bunch of things into play now that it's 17 fucking games.
No, but you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it like this, man. Like fucking like so. Nico Collins been playing the same amount of time as Diggs that he got from Buffalo. Fucking Nico on 32 catches, on 32 like receptions, had 300 more yards than Diggs on 31.
Yeah.
On 31. So
well, Diggs is like
Diggs,
5-6 years older, too.
But what I'm saying, though, is like now Diggs is your number one receiver because he was the closest one. He was over 300 yards away from Nico. And he only had one less fucking catch. And Dell's coming back from injury. So, like, it's going to be at least 2 games till he gets somewhere. Like, I feel
that, unless he comes out 100% and gets dead sprint fucking post routes, dude.
I feel like
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give an analogy, man. I feel like you grew up when I grew up, so you grew up when Jordan and Pippen.
Yeah.
Like I feel the same.
Yeah, I'm a Bulls fan, motherfucker. So, what's up, Blackhawks?
So what I'm saying is, I feel that it's kind of like Pippen. Like he didn't do as good as he did when he was with Jordan, and Jordan didn't do as good as he did without Pippen when he went to the
yin needs the yang, man.
So like I feel like it's a situation where like Allen is struggling because he don't have a receiver, but at the same time, Diggs is struggling because he don't have that quarterback. Because the man only has fucking like 300 some yards right now, like 300 some yards. So like I think the worst thing that could ever fucking happen was those two separating and fucking like not staying together, man. But I think Nico's gonna be a fucking major factor, and it's gonna fuck up the Texans. And that's a good quarterback, man. That kid's gonna be the truth. That kid's gonna be fucking.
CJ Stroud has got.
Yeah, he's gonna be the truth, man.
He's gonna do things, and I hope the Texans keep him. They have a young team. They got to. Nico's gonna come back. Tank is there. They have the They can do it. Yeah. Texans can do it, and I think Texas. And I can't wait for the day that the Texans just.
You should have became a Texans fan, man. Fuck the
no, fuck you. No.
At least you win it right now.
I can't do that. Because then I got to wear fucking big hats and boots and tight pants, and
I don't do that.
I don't want dudes grabbing my shit.
I don't do that.
You'd like that kind of thing.
I don't do that.
Anyway, no. I really want the Texans to have better record than the Cowboys, so that I can start talking shit about I guess who's the new America's team. But also I root for the underdog.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's why I feel so good about what Caleb's doing down in Chicago right now.
What, losing? Like, people talk about he's getting better. Okay, whatever. He's maturing. Whatever. You have to talk about the fucking first round draft pick like that. If he just, it was Carolina, and now we're getting into the Teddy Bruschi thing. What I said earlier, I said last week that Carolina Panthers were going to go to Chicago and they were going to not beat the fuck, but they were going to beat the Chicago Bears, and that was going to happen up until Teddy Bruschi did his Dogs of the Week fucking thing.
He didn't do it though.
And picked fucking Carolina. And I didn't say anything to you, but I went to my wife in the kitchen and I was like, I'm so pissed. She's like, why? I was like, I had this pick that the Carolina Panthers were gonna go into Chicago and they were gonna beat the brakes off fucking the Bears. And I'm in there watching fucking football pregame shit. And Teddy Bruschi comes out there and is like, I'm gonna pick the fucking Carolina Panthers. And I immediately, like, something clicked in my head. Like, you just fucking lost. You just fucking lost that pick. And that's exactly what happened. Carolina looked good for a drive. And then they just went to shit. They went to shit so much that they put Bryce fucking Young back in. Why? Well, you benched his ass.
Because it's Carolina, man.
Why would just keep Andy Dalton in and start
It's
just doing the Red Rocket?
Carolina. Brother, you act like this is brand new, man. Like,
But
are they a winning
it
franchise?
makes no sense to put fucking Bryce Young back in. Sit him on the. You've benched him. Let him be benched.
They're not gonna do it.
It's
bad
dude.
ownership. But what I'm saying, all I'm saying is that, like, Caleb looking good. Like, you may not admit it. Caleb as a rookie quarterback is looking good, and like this is speaking on him being sacked. Like, this is crazy. Like, we're in week 6, being sacked 17 times. So that tells you that offensive line is horrible, but he's still fucking like
Jimmy. You know what this is?
He's still doing good, man.
You know what this is?
I get credit where credit is due.
You know what this is? You have to look at my curse like the sun over the shadows of the Rockies. Is sometimes, when the sun goes around, it takes a little bit of time for that shadow to disappear, and then it's pure light.
Come on.
And then where that and I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but my curse is the darkness that goes away, and it goes somewhere else. But it takes a little bit of time. So now what is happening to Miami is because my darkness is absorbing that and slowly pulling away from the Chicago Bears. So now the Bears are getting better, and fuck,
So I'm gonna send you like this week. I'm gonna send you a Barry Sanders shirt.
I'll wear it.
Can you wear it?
Dude, I'll wear anything.
Talk about how great, and then say how great Detroit is.
Dude, I will be running around in circles in my little fucking area here and doing my best Barry Sanders moves. If you send me something,
you break something, man. You break something, man.
Yeah, I'll break my fucking hip.
Everything. You break everything, man. Like,
I'll break an ankle. I'll break an ankle.
That to be like your favorite running back was Sweetness, obviously, because Chicago. Yeah. My favorite that I grew up on before him, even though was Barry.
Let's not get into him.
Like Barry.
Barry's a badass.
Like, can nobody do the things that man did with no offensive line, no quarterback, nothing.
He broke ankles, man. He broke ankles with the
worst thing that fucking broke my heart was when fucking Barry Sanders retired. You remember Charlie Batch became quarterback Detroit Lions, and they went on a run. Imagine if they had Barry, they would won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like Barry, like to me, like I'm a Cowboy fan and I talk shit, but like generally, my favorite that if they would have just continued or been on a good team. No disrespect to your Sweetness, Barry Sanders all day. Like he would have he would have fucking
respect
40,000 yards. That's what that motherfucker. Oh, let me get some. Let me hold up. My little. Hold on, man. Like he's cold, man. Let me zip it up, man. Like he's kind of cold right now.
Fuck you, fucking stupid. Yeah, dude. I got one more thing to bring up before I'm done with topics.
Before you say that, like you said, stupid thing, but put it, What? Socks. I was just pointing at your koozie.
Yeah. Socks. Fuck you, man.
They haven't lost, man. Like they're not the worst of anything. They got Buffalo.
This thing is now empty like your fucking soul. Don't say it. Dude, that was gross. Don't ever say it like that. You like moan like a whore.
I was like, how you got something empty, man? Like,
because I drink fast.
Get your shit together.
Did you see New England's new starting quarterback is now Drake May?
Yep. What do you think about that? Oh, okay. Go ahead. You brought it up, man. Like I was gonna talk. Man, it's funny, man. Like we're talking about the same shit. But go ahead. Like I got something on this.
We're both into sports, Jimmy. That's why we're doing this thing.
I didn't think we're gonna talk about Patriots. Patriots suck. That's why I didn't think we're gonna talk about Patriots.
They suck.
But yeah,
they suck. And but dude, they've done this so many times ever since Tom Brady has left. With like AJ McCarron, I think was one.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. I may have been wrong with the McCarron thing. But yeah, I've always had like this. Oh, he's gonna, because it was Belichick. Like he's gonna produce. He's gonna produce. Um, but I think this guy's actually. I think he's actually gonna do it. I think he's
Uh,
actually. I don't think he's gonna be. He's not gonna be Tom Brady. Okay. He's not gonna be fucking Jaden Daniels. He's not gonna be Sam Darnold. All right. But he's gonna be better than Aaron Rodgers. That's my pick. Drake May is gonna end up being better than Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna have better. He's gonna have better numbers.
my man. My
That's
man.
my shit all over everyone. I'm drunk as fuck. High
I just
pick.
I'm not that drunk, nor am I. Like, I'm not. So like I look at it like he didn't play enough college, man. Like that's what I thought. Like when the Patriots got him, I was like,
No, he didn't.
he didn't play enough college to even be drafted. You know what I mean? Like he should have been undrafted. like he should have been Tony Romo. That's what he should have been. Like somebody snatched up out of the fucking weeds. You know what I mean? But like he just he hasn't played enough.
So you're saying I'm gonna eat shit with my?
I
He's
think
gonna have
so.
better.
I'm
He's gonna have
sorry. I'm
better.
sorry. I'm
At
sorry.
the end of,
I think it's gonna be Mac Jones all over
okay,
again.
okay.
I think it's gonna be
We'll
Mac
put
Jones.
it down to this. Who do you think will have more touchdown passes and yards at the end of the year? I'm gonna go with Drake May over Aaron Rodgers. I'm
No.
gonna say. I say yeah. Okay.
The reason why I
You
say
say nay, I
no,
say yay.
yeah, no,
I am
ain't nothing wrong with
fucking
that. Like
drunk.
that's what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
Like you said that, I said this, and and the reason why I said no is because
You're going with the safe pick, but
no,
I'm
because
going with I'm going with the Great White Hope.
no, but like the reason why I say that is because he just fired a coach. He can't do bad. He can't be the problem. So he just fired a coach. Like that dude's about to win games.
And that's
That
why
dude.
I'm gonna double down against your
I
Aaron
don't think so.
Rodgers.
I don't like
And
May. Like,
dude,
bro,
I think you're right. I
it's
really
gonna be
do
Mac
think you're
Jones.
right,
It's
but
gonna be
I'm
Mac
betting
Jones,
that
man.
you're gonna be wrong. And
Dude.
if I win this, we are gonna
Like
get
what
so many
game?
likes.
Like what game? But like seriously, man. Like I think generally it's gonna be the same situation that they had with Mac Jones. They don't have a proven quarterback in front of them, and they're like, he sucks. He sucks. Come on in. Like if these people that played professional football for years in the NFL can't do it, what makes you think a rookie that only played what 2 years of
No fear.
college?
He has no fear.
Come on, man! Like it ain't
He
gonna
has no
work.
fear. He has
Like
no fear.
as soon as they said that, I was like, damn, man, they're going for draft picks. That's what I was like, shit, they about to get a good quarterback. Like that's how I feel about it. Like they just fucking they knew they fucked up when they got May. Like they should have
Yeah.
never got May, man. Like and he
Oh,
wasn't that great. He wasn't that great, man. He was an
I don't
ACC.
know.
He
We'll
wasn't
see.
that great. How can you judge a quarterback that comes from North Carolina, man? Who they playing?
You can't
Clemson?
because
They playing Clemson?
don't you
Duke?
can't bring that up with me. You know
Duke?
I'm a fucking former Bears fan, and the only UNC quarterback I know is Trubisky.
Yeah, and
So
what did he do?
fuck you, dude. You can't bring that up.
So
No,
you're trying to. So that's what you're trying
I'm
to
not
do,
bringing.
John
No,
Bull.
I don't
You're
want to
trying
bring
to
that up.
Trubisky.
I don't
the
want to
Patriots.
bring that up. I
That's
don't
so
want to
fucked
bring
up.
that up because
Like,
that shit was horrible. That
what
was.
did the Patriots do to y'all, man, to make you feel that you had to Trubisky the Patriots? Because that's what it's going to be. I'm glad you brought that up because that's exactly what it's going to be. False hope. False hope.
Okay.
All right, so we got to talk about my Cowboys.
All right, last
I got
subject
to.
before we go. Let's hit it up.
I got to talk about my Cowboys.
All right.
Because I can't talk about everybody else's team that did something, and then like shitted the bed. But the
Shit.
only difference is that the Cowboys shitted the bed. But
Shitted.
they won. But they won, man. They won.
Okay.
Dak Prescott gave up 3 turnovers. Should have been 4, but the fucking cornerback dropped the ball. Should have been 4 fucking turnovers. And we won that bitch. Like, I'm like, fucking, this is why it's hard being a Cowboy fan, John Boy, because of shit like this. Like, how do I gauge it?
You have a glimmer of hope in your heart.
But
Like,
the reason why I have
and
a glimmer,
they're gonna fuck you next
no,
week.
the reason why I have a glimmer because like I understand the struggle because we played the 4th ranked defense
They look
in the league.
good.
No, they didn't because Dak Prescott fucking threw fucking dead ass. It wasn't on nobody else. 3 turnovers.
So
The
that's
man
how
almost had 350 yards. But the fucked up part is like the 3 things I found out about my team is that, and I saw it since the fucking last game we played. Like fucking like we were getting blown out last game against the Ravens, like the game against the Ravens, and then like we gave up like 20 some points, and then the second half we only gave up 7 points. Our defense over the last 10 quarters has fucking dominated. They're averaging each quarter for 10 quarters. They're averaging like 4 points per quarter. Like I saw in that game that my defense, because that's what I was worried about. I thought the fucking Harris was gonna fucking run fucking 120 yards, 190 yards on us. I thought he was gonna fuck us up. You know what I mean? Because we can't stop the run. They stopped the run. They stopped everything. You know what I mean? Like the first half, like the Pittsburgh was looking good, and then Dallas was like, we're gonna shut it down. And then I found out, and I've been screaming this, man. Like fucking like we don't run the damn fucking ball. And then we finally ran the ball, Rico, and the motherfucker had 114 yards all purpose.
You got rid of everyone who was good at running the ball, and then you brought back the old fucker.
Bro, no. Like Tony Pollard last year playing for us averaged 3.9 yards a carry, man.
Look, because Tony Pollard worked better as that punt returner, as that change of pace back. And
he didn't run back punts.
You could have kept that. You could have kept that.
For $11 million a year?
Because
that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. So the
reason but you're gonna fucking throw all that money at Dak to do what?
But like no, like we have like the problem is John Boy is like I break it down, man. Like I break it down because like we are 32nd in the league
at winning.
At running the run game. Like I'm a stat man. So we're the last in the league.
I'm a scat man. Oh my god.
So like running the football. So the crazy shit is we have a running back on our team right now that's averaging 4 yards per carry.
Stop tapping, dude. It's loud as shit.
Yeah. So like fucking 4 yards per carry. That's what they're allowed. Like fucking like Rico gets like 4 yards to carry.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. But he like the crazy shit is he like we're in week 6. He carried the ball 52 times. Do the math. That's 10 carries per game. 10 carries per game.
They're not feeding them the ball.
They're not running the ball, man. They fucking like the crazy shit is like when
you have CD fucking why
bro like I don't give a fuck what your wide receiver is. Nothing is better than to play action. Why? Because it pulls the linebackers up. It freezes the safety. Like you need to play action. So you need a run game. We don't like the crazy shit about fucking McCarthy. He said the reason why we chose to move on from our offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, because we want to be a run heavy team. This motherfucker, like
you just paid CD Williams, CD fuck. You just paid CD all that goddamn money.
The same reason I just told you, because he said I want to open up the play action and the bootleg. He's like, so it's like we can stretch the field. And he hasn't done it, man. He went out and got fucking Zeke. Like Zeke, the motherfucker they cut. This is the crazy shit. They cut this man. They paying him because they like he's still like
they're still paying him on his old contract, are they not?
like $5 million.
Yeah.
And then paying him $3 million on the contract this year. And they cut him.
He's like what, getting 3 carries a game, maybe.
And then and then Henry only wanted $8 million a year.
You could have gotten fucking Derrick Henry.
That's what I'm saying, man. But like, no, like we don't believe in the run. Like Dallas doesn't believe in the run. And the only reason why we had a balanced offense was because we ran the ball.
Is that Jerry Jones though? Is that Jerry Jones not believing in the run? Because it has to be. Who else is it? Who else is
the coach? Because like the coach is not running the damn ball, man. Like they're not running the ball. Like the average NFL runs the ball like 25 times per game. The Cowboys is underneath that average. They run 19 to 20 a game. But the sad part is they use 6 different players. So like Dak is involved in the run game, Turpin, CeeDee Lamb lines up in the backfield. Like you don't use your running backs. Like, and this guy, like you got a guy right now that's averaging 4 yards a carry, and you're like, I'm not gonna use him. I'm gonna go ahead and fucking grab Zeke up because he's getting like 2 yards a carry, and he might do it. He might do it this time. You got to prove him back, man. Like the committee shit ain't working. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The committee.
Well, I hear you, Jimmy, and I love you, man. But I think we need to wrap it up. We've been going like a motherfucker.
Like hour and a half right here on this one.
Love you, brother.